All right.
Let's.
We are back with some more Rise of the Runelords. So, Erica, go ahead and hit us up with the summary of what happened last week.
Okay, will do. So, last week on Rise of the Runelords, Skirmishers edition. Basically, we had just finished, or well, some of us had just finished getting our asses kicked by a Lamia who decided to say fuck no when the rest of the party showed up and peace the fuck out. This was also just after we finished kicking all the ogres out of the keep, whose name I have conveniently forgotten, Fort Rannoch. So they all the remaining ogres ran away. We killed the chieftain, and with the help of some black arrows, we're exploring. The Lamia had mind-controlled 2 of them, and Erica didn't really trust one of them, so she went down to check and make sure there was nothing weird in the basement, which she thought was like a broom closet, and then it was a Lamia trap. So basically, the party had just come in and saved Erica's ass, and we decided to explore the room a little bit, figure out what was going on. Caven and the other mind-controlled guy, I think Baron or something like that, got put in a cell so we could figure out what to do with them later. And then we kind of wandered around the fort and did a giant looting session. So we got some really sweet items. Our first stat bonus items. So Belt of Giant Strength, the Circlet of Charisma, or Headband of Charisma, whatever that is. As well as some other cool stuff. Some neat maps for some potential side quests. And some general information on the area. Aside from that, we
Oh.
so he can now cast and scribe some interesting spells. I don't think Erica knows about this yet, but we'll see how it goes. And then what else happened? Celera and Erica had a fun interrogation session where we broke the mind control on Caven and Baron and pumped some information out of them. Caven had clearly been mind controlled for a little while at least and had let the Lamia in to the fort. We really didn't get much out of them in terms of what they wanted to do. I mean, she had mentioned going to take Caven to a date at the bridge, so that theory potentially still stands. And for Ty, I guess that theory was that it's been constantly raining unseasonably here, or a little bit unseasonably,
Quite
and there's a
unseasonably.
giant dam in the mountains, so potentially weather control to build up dam and then blow dam up and murder all the people downstream who have little runes on them that give her boss, I guess, power. We're not quite sure how that works. And yeah, that was kind of it. We had just kind of broken up after that and decided to come up with a game plan for what we're gonna do the next day, which was check out the dam and go down and make sure that the giants or ogres didn't all redirect themselves to the town.
You're missing the final
And we had
portion.
the ghost thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the ghost. Yes, we. So eventually we got back around to the ghost, and it turned out that what the ghost needed, it was a black arrow that had been murdered by 2 of their criminal compatriots, or well, not compatriots, 2 other black arrows that were shady, and the Lord Commander had covered it up. So we got the acting Lord Commander, who is what's a buddy that we saved, and you got him to correct the history in the books of the Black Arrows. So now it showed that they were murdered by these 2, and that made the ghost happy, and also conveniently let out a big pulse of energy when the ghost went away that healed the wisdom damage drain that we had.
Yeah. That is a very in-depth summary. So go ahead and roll me 4 fate die for the week.
Ah, pretty good. 3-0.
3-2-0. Well, fuck me, I guess.
So, what are fate die? For tie?
Oh, right. So the way that this works basically is we get at the beginning of every session we roll to determine how fate is favoring us basically, and there's this and based on how many pluses we roll, there is a shared pool of dice that we get that's equal to the number of pluses rolled plus 1 for the players versus all the negatives rolled for the GM, and basically it's a D6, I think, that you get to roll
D4
to add to your score. D4 you get to roll to add to any time you would do something. So you can do it preemptively, you can do it after the fact. It's just like a floating bonus
Any
that you
D20.
can take if you think you need it.
The only thing to add is if we use one, he gets it.
Yes.
If
so
he
If
uses
I use
one,
you get
get
that.
it.
It's
yeah,
sort
so
of
right now we start with a solid advantage.
Yeah, it's sort of like a Mythic Surge, but we pass it back and forth between us.
Yeah, and it's only on D20 rolls, or can we do it on
Only
damage
on
and
D20.
stuff?
It's on it.
Okay.
It's only
Yeah,
on
D-
Yeah, because I remember before we had something slightly different, but
Yeah, originally we had it on any roll, but it got a little bit crazy because people were using it for like, oh, I'm rolling 1d3 plus 1 summons, and I rolled an extra d4, so people were getting 7 eagles, and it got crazy.
And generally it's only for like a single test, so like you couldn't necessarily use one if you're like, I searched this ruins for an hour. It's
No, you can use
like,
it on anything.
you can ask.
No,
well, if
Alright.
it's only one roll, you can use it on it. But the
Yeah.
thing is, if you get interrupted during the search, you only get it on up till there, and then you have to start again.
pretty much. Right, with that being said and explained, let's pick back up where we left last week, which is just after you had defeated the ghost of the fallen, betrayed Black Arrow. You guys had gotten back to the interior of the fort, checked the maps once more, and you guys were sort of planning ahead, choosing which destination to go after. And I do believe you guys were inclined to go towards the dam. However, Jakarta's did sort of insist that it would be better that you guys get some rest. Because if you guys were going to go up against the Lamia again, or if the possibility is there of you guys going up against the Lamia again, it would be better for you guys to have your resources at hand, to be fresh for battle. Yeah, you guys are back at the fort currently. I'll move you guys over. I hope that still works properly, because I did update the lighting. And
I see the us.
all right, you see yourselves? We should be good. Alright, yeah. So the floor is yours, boys.
Alright.
Leave. We should probably rest before we leave. Probably makes sense. I mean, I know that we're kind of anxious to.
No, I completely agree. I'm completely burnt out right now. I can't do much aside from hit things with
Yeah,
with
and I don't
my
have
weapon.
much of my spells left. Like, I think I might have one spell left that I can cast. So it's not ideal. An ideal situation if we're gonna go up against the Lamia. So.
Yeah.
Let's rest.
All right, nap time.
All right. Probably upstairs would be the better
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah, it's mostly broken.
if we
down
can, yeah, if you guys are okay, I would love to be able to, if I can spend some of the party gold, I would love to be able to get lightning bolt. I think that'd be a pretty sweet thing for. I don't think I would have it
Survey
a lot,
says
but I
yes.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Let's get you lightning bolt Please do.
Okay, so I will, if Vozen, if I could just run some accounting by you, I'm going to surge to get blood transfusion back,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use that.
Again, so
I will
you
cast Keep What? Yeah. Pound more ogre blood. I will rip the magic out of that blood, and I will then vomit said blood back up into the bucket. I'm then I'm gonna cast Keep Watch. So anyone who wants can just like sleep with their eyes open.
Honestly, the only issue was that it got cold because I poured the sauce over it.
Ty, Mike.
I hope he's talking about ogre blood.
Hope they didn't get too cold for you. I mean, who wants to drink coagulated cold ogre blood? Come on.
It has been 3 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyone who wants can just kind of chill, and apart from that, I will just be scribing that and go to sleep with everyone.
Right.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
I do believe you have 8 hours of rest ahead of you, unless you guys had any plans to make it shorter.
I'm going to get up in the middle of the night, look at Sigus covered in blood, and then stab him in the neck.
And thus, the
I
end
didn't
of
say I
the
was
weekend.
joking.
Oh.
I assuming you are joking, because I'm
Oh,
awake.
yes, 100% joking.
Not only awake, but also,
Actively scribing.
actively scribing. Yeah. Well, he would be distracted, so if you wanted to sneak up on.
No,
No, but yeah,
we're
I
not
do
doing
believe that 8 hours should be enough for you to scribe 8 levels worth of spells. Which I do believe you had 7 that you wanted to scribe. 4 being confusion, and 3 being lightning bolt. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that is correct.
All right, yeah. But by the time people are like getting up and starting to prepare their spells, Sigus is like finishing his scribing from last night, and like he's been up all night just like scribing and scribing and scribing. But yeah, morning comes ? It's kind of hard to tell. Still raining, pouring outside. You can't see the sun. There's just like barely any light breaking through the clouds. You guys went to bed kind of early, or like called it a day kind of early. So it's probably like somewhere around like 5-6 a.m. when you guys are sort of waking up.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's no time like the present, so. You still sleepy?
I'm not tired. It's just a reflexive sort of thing.
Right. Yeah, I think we should probably head out. Make sure that we're good.
Yeah.
Everybody have everything they need.
The only thing I would say is let's check and make sure the black arrows are all right before we leave.
Yeah.
Or if there's anything they want us to do, like tell the town what happened.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bunker down. Just keep the keep, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just mean they'll probably want some food stores soon. I don't think the ogres left very much that's nice around. So maybe let the town know when we get down there. But I think we're going to the dam first, correct?
Correct.
Just as a reminder, out of character, you the last time you talked about what they were planning to do, the Jakartas had insisted on not only staying here, but also on had talked to you guys and talked to Grigori, and Grigori seemed to be staying with them, at least for the time being, just in case the ogres come back. And hopefully he would be able to track them the next time they show up. Last night, and this is something that you guys would know already, since you had dinner last night. While you guys were sort of checking out the different rooms in the fort, the pantry was still quite stocked up. It seems that ogres didn't appreciate the taste or smell of fish jerky, which is the local exquisite cuisine of the Black Arrows.
How could they not appreciate fish jerky?
Look, it is kind of smelly, very odorous kind of meal, and apparently ogres don't like the smell of fish. And I'm not joking. This is an actual note on the book. It says they specifically
Wait,
don't
they
like.
actually don't like fish?
This is book official.
Look.
That
I'm
is
not.
very good to know.
Let me just
guys,
read you.
We're gonna,
This is one of those.
Can we all just grab these fish and take them with us?
I don't think
Prestidigitation,
it's gonna work
my
like
friend.
garlic, bro.
You smell like
I choose to believe.
roast mackerel.
Let me
Just
read you straight from the book because I found this to be extremely hilarious. The ogres raided this pantry early in their stay, moving most of the food into the kitchen to sort. They, however, the barrel, however, to the north contains pickled fish, a delicacy whose smell the ogres simply can't stomach. That to be such a bizarre little detail. But apparently,
Like
ogres
I'm
couldn't
trying to
stomach it.
imagine something that smells bad enough that an ogre can't deal with it.
Concerned that
Like-
they eat human flesh even
Like
after it
rotting
has,
meat?
after it's gone slightly sour. I can't believe that they wouldn't eat fish, but apparently they don't. So
I mean, maybe they just don't like vinegary tastes.
very possible.
Like, because pickled fish would be pretty vinegary.
But yeah.
All of it sounds terrible. I'm with the ogre, sounds-
In any case,
I would try it at least once.
yeah. In any case, you guys would know that the Black Arrows do have enough food for a couple days, and judging from the weather, they should be able to find some wildlife if they go hunting. But it will become a problem within the next 4 to 5 days. But yeah, you guys are heading out to the dam then?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes,
Do we have a map?
Yes.
we do.
We do have a map.
Yeah,
There's a
give me-
map room. In
Yeah.
fact,
In fact,
As long as we kind of know like the path, that's.
Oh
the
no
main
no
thing I
no
wanted
no
to
no!
check.
In fact, you would be able to get from the Black Arrows not just a map of the local region. Which, I want to double check that I don't have any notations on it that you look at. No, it's good. All right, yeah. You would be able to get a copy of this map, which is one that the Black Arrows have for each of their members. This is the map of the Hook Mountain region, which is the sort of local area where you guys are at. And
All right.
right.
now that
So
you were able to...
Skulls Crossing is the dam, I take it.
Skulls Crossing is the name of the dam. It is quite a famous dam in Varizia. It is positively massive. It is in fact the only dam in Varizia, but of any kind of
God damn.
moderate size. But it is one of those. How do I put this? It's the size of the Hoover Dam, just for reference sake.
Oh, what the fuck? How did they even build? Oh, magic.
Yes.
It is
Asked and answered. Sorry.
it is a dam that is known to be very ancient, a historical monument. It's sort of, it's one of those like the seven wonders of Varizia. One of them is the Skulls Crossing sort of thing. The other being like the Magnumerian ruins, which is the start of a bridge, which spans most of the Varizian Gulf from side to side. But there's just like the posts of the bridge, and the only remains of the actual bridge are on Magmar itself. But that's besides the point. You guys are heading to Skulls Crossing. And I wanted to point out that as you guys would be poring over the map, sort of measuring out, checking what routes you can take to get to the dam, you would be able to see that there is a small location marked on the map as White Willow, which was one of the words that sort of caught your attention last night when you guys were poring over the Lord Commander's personal notes and poems and whatnot, as White Willow was mentioned.
Oh, so we could go there and find the weird nymph.
I mean, sounds pretty enticing. I don't know about you, but
I mean,
my
But does
auntie
it
Nell
say
said
where
that
we
they
run
burn
into
your
a
eyes
friend?
out, so I don't know, maybe I should stay away from them.
Am I allowed to make the same joke as last time?
No. No. No puns.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we head out.
So
we
we
go
are.
Which way are you guys heading?
Yeah.
Coast
north,
crossing?
right? Yeah.
Yeah. You need to head a little bit northeast, and then it sort of forces you upwards and then back down towards the river. And you end up sort of on a much higher level than the from which you can sort of see the outline of the route that you took to get to Fort Reddick. But this time you're higher up in the mountain as you sort of circle towards the canyon. And as you're sort of heading north, you can't really see it in the first hour of walking. It is when you're getting to the end of the second hour of walking. You're very close to the area of the dam itself that the rain seems to start to let cool off a little bit. It sort of dies down a little bit. A little bit of sunlight cuts through the dark clouds, and you guys can see a silhouette and then some details on Skull's Crossing. And if you allow me 2 seconds, I'll change.
No.
I'll change the background so you can actually see the picture.
Oh shit.
Skull's Crossing.
Perfect.
Also, just a reminder for
That's
our.
why
Cool.
it's called Skull's Crossing.
Jesus.
Oh, great.
That is the most
Cool.
emo dam I have ever seen.
God, you know what?
Alright.
Whoever was looking out was like, you know what would make this thing fucking slap? A whole bunch of skulls.
So you say that,
Let's just
but
bedazzle it.
yeah, the closer you get, the more the skulls look sort of strange. I'm going to double check. Yes, the stream can see the skulls.
Does it look like they're watching you wherever you go?
It does give you
The
that
actual
effect. It's
giant
like
skulls.
it's giant skulls without eyebrows, so it will always give you that sort of effect. Oops, I'm trying to find the right screen. All right, there we go. It does give you that sort of effect. It's like giant, massive skulls. You start moving, it's like they don't have eyeballs, so it sort of feels like they're always staring at you. But as I was saying, you guys are sort of walking on the edge of the cliff on that sort of somewhat narrow path. It's just wide enough for 2 people to walk side by side. And then you have about a foot distance after that. So it wouldn't be very comfortable to run through here, especially now that it's still raining. It's sort of slippery because it's stone ground. So it's a very precarious situation. But as you're walking through this area, the path starts to lean back down into the canyon, into the opening in front of the dam itself. And you can see that it will sort of continue all the way down until it reaches a height of about 30 feet above the water level. And from there, it seems to curve around and go into the mountain itself, where it's sort of covered by some canopy.
Uh-huh.
So are we approaching kind of like from one side or
You're
the other? Or are
approaching
we kind of
on-
like?
Yeah, you're on the western bank, on the western cliff edge, I would say. And you're coming from the south as you're heading northwards, and it starts to veer down and then goes to your left, so westward. The path sort of vanishes into the tree line. But you can imagine it probably veers to the left.
And we're at like the top of the cliffs, or are we more on the sides?
You're so the
We're pretty
How
close
do
to
you
the
describe
bottom,
this?
aren't we?
You're in a mountain path, which
Can you
means
ping it up?
there's cliff, path, cliff again, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You're
So we're
you're
like here.
You're here, right?
But-
and then
on the west side.
on the western bank, yes. So on
Okay.
on
Yep.
on the image,
This side.
you would be there, sort of thing.
Okay.
It's like there's a path
Yeah.
that doesn't even, you can't even see it. There's a path that goes like so, and then veers down, and then it seems to go into the mountain. Actually, it's much higher.
So
Okay, got it.
probably to get
That
up,
was
we're
that
gonna
arrow
have
was
to go
actually
through.
good. Yeah,
It's actually
we're
over
going
here.
like
And
this.
It's this high up.
can we
Yeah.
can we wrangle our brains and see what we know about this place?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can give me a knowledge history.
I can roll that.
Me too.
And all of you can give me a a perception check as well.
I got a 5.
I perceive
Hey.
everything.
I have my helmet visor up for once.
Yay.
Wow, you weren't kidding. You do perceive everything.
Silera
though.
and Robin, the two of you would be able to, as you're getting close, the lot of you sort of measure how tall the dam is. It looks like it's like probably somewhere in the range of like 300 to 500 feet tall. It's hard to tell because it's a massive object, and it's when things get that big and you're getting closer to them, it's sort of hard to measure how actually tall they are. Silera and Robin, the two of you get a little bit better perspective because you can see that on the front of the construction, the wall itself has like these massive skulls, but the wall beside the skulls is made of tiny skulls. Like the entire thing is just a massive wall of skulls. It's gonna get to the point where skull stops being a word for me, so bear with me.
Skull.
Yeah.
Skull.
Okay.
Skull.
It's a stupid word, it's fine.
The entire dam seems to be made out of skulls, and it looks like the actual height of the thing must be in the range of like 600, 700 feet tall from the water level, which is kind of impressive already. And from the looks of it, the center skull does seem to have like a little bit more of a function to it than the rest. It seems to like have its mouth open, and you can see there's something inside of the mouth, like there's a crevice inside. The other ones all seem to be closed up.
The jaw's probably open to let some water through.
It is
I'd
not.
imagine.
Yeah. If that is your assumption, you don't see any water aside from the rain coming out of
Yeah.
it currently.
I mean, I feel like I don't know a thing about architecture, but I feel like that would be a pretty good idea, right?
I mean, do we want to roll in engineering or something to see if something looks off with the way that the dam's operating? Like, I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know if Erica knows this, but if there's no water coming through this dam and it's building up on the other side, this dam is not going to last for very long. There has to be some water coming through. So, can we look for something like that?
Yeah. With the help of Robin and Solera sort of pointing out that, especially Robin pointing out that there's something going on with the skull in the middle, go ahead and give me a knowledge engineering. And in terms of the history, while you guys
Nope.
roll that, Solera and Sigus, the two of you know that Skull's Crossing is as I mentioned earlier, one of the 7 marvels of Varizia, or well, the 7 known marvels of Varizia. It dates to the Thessalonian Empire. Specifically, it's from like late Thessalonian Empire is what the sort of historians believe. And trying to recall what other piece of knowledge you might get from a 31 there, Sigus. You do know, Sigus specifically, not Celera, that the dam hasn't operated in very often. Like it has operated in the past where it has opened some of its skulls to let water through. To level out the Storval Deeps, which is the lake above it. And nothing has gone wrong with it. It has risen the level of water, and it was sort of somewhat small of a flood, but nothing terrible. And the last time that it was operated, I want to say it was 50 years ago, but let me double check my notes. It was how many years? How many years? Pew, 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 pew. I know that I have a note on it. Give me just 1 second. I lost track of where the are. When I get this one right.
Skull facts.
Yeah, skull crossing facts.
Odd.
Where is it? Ah,
That's for the skull thing.
when
Never mind.
the last time the dam was operated, it operated automatically as far as anyone knows, or it has been registered. So it's like there's no one who's in charge of maintaining the dam. The last time that it opened its skull mouth in order to let the water level out was 54 years ago when a massive storm hit.
So
Got
the
it.
fact
So
that
mostly
it's-
just chills.
So the fact that its mouth is open right now is probably concerning.
From the looks of it, it's not that
Or
its
it's-
mouth is fully open and operational. It's like slightly ajar, which you would gather is probably the resting position for the mecha.
Oh.
All right. So, and from here, we don't see anything that kind of concerns us. Like no
Nothing-
source of concern, I guess.
Nothing that calls out to
There
you
isn't.
currently. However, as you guys are sort of standing about, looking around, do you guys have your lights out? Because it is currently just barely visible enough that you wouldn't need your torches. Do you keep
I
your lights
mean-
out while you're marching?
Unless someone told me not to, I'd probably have a light on.
There are, I believe, 2 ion torches in the party. I think Sigus
Yeah.
has one. I
I do.
don't know if Erica also has one.
All right.
I do not.
Then
I don't think.
In that case, Robin and Solera, since you guys were the highest perception checks as well. As you guys are sort of walking and slow down a little bit, you're standing on the sort of curve of the cliff where you get a good sight of the entire place. You do see that there's some lights at the top of the dam, and as you're sort of standing there for a second, you see the lights disappear or put out.
Oh, so somebody's up there.
Yep. Well, at least we know something's happening.
Oh, and I did lie. I do have an iron torch. I'm just a dum dum and haven't checked my equipment sheet in
I
a while.
thought so.
Yeah. I thought so because I'm looking at your token and it does have torchlight set
It
up.
has light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just have so many effects that shed light depending on what I do. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, do I have that or was that something else?
We're far away still,
Yeah.
right?
You're like a
Oh, we gotta
good.
go through the tunnel to get to the top, right?
To
So
get
it's
to the-
gonna be, you know.
You're assuming that the tunnel leads to the top, which is a fair assumption because you do see the beginning of a stair turning to the left where you're standing. However, you're a good like 200 feet away from where the curvature is, and from the dam, or at least the closest point to the dam, because it is curved. The closest point to the dam is like 300, 400 feet away. Hard to tell.
Well, I mean, if you guys say the lights went out, I think we get in formation and try to hustle up through here.
I cast ablative barrier on Robin.
Thank you, I love you.
You're welcome, dude.
All of
That
my buffs
saved my
buffs are
life.
for first
So,
round.
yeah, I love
Um,
this.
Yeah, no. Erica is pulling out the glaive and gonna be like, okay, Robin, you and me in front, and I'll work on keeping people from getting too close to them. Let me know if you need a flank.
Would you care if I maybe went a little bit further ahead, like 30, 40,
Oh,
50,
yeah,
60 feet?
Go. If you want to go far enough ahead that that, my clanking isn't going to let them know that we're coming. And then if you see someone, run back.
Great.
Oh,
Is it dim light
biggest.
still? Or do we need torches?
The world at large is currently at dim light.
All right, so Robin will just go ahead with the dim light.
Okay.
Oh, Sigus, cast message first.
Using
I
I'll
just
take
threw it in the chat.
Yeah. I will light steps to, not make any noise or leave any traces of footprints. I'll latch onto trees if I have to.
You're doing the
and-
Naruto scene where they just jump through the trees.
I just fucking Naruto for
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
guys.
imagined.
Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
so he's like, what? You're staying 60, 80 feet ahead of us? How long would it need
within
to be-
190.
How long would it need to be for like our noise not to startle whoever he's sneaking up on? Probably pretty far.
There's tree cover.
Well, I mean, once we get in the tunnel, though,
It's gonna be impossible because it'll just echo down the hallway.
yeah.
I don't know. I can always tell you to stop moving if I see something, so that you just stop making noise. I think it should be fine.
Okay.
Right, so Robin,
As long as you're like around out and can get back to us, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Robin, you're going up ahead from the party, right? Then?
Yeah, I'll sort of try and because you said that there are trees sort of along the path, I'll try and
on both sides.
stay off the path because I can just latch on and not touch the ground
Got it.
and what have you. So
Yeah. So as the path leads down, there's the trees that sort of overhang from the cliff edge, but also the path begins to open up a little bit as you go further and further down. And as it takes a curve to the left and begins to turn into stairs, before you get to that point, but from a safe distance, you can see that there are trees on both sides at that point. Just like it opens wide enough, the trees have overtaken the path partially. From where you're standing, you can see two things of interest, but go ahead and give me a perception check.
sure thing.
All right, on 25. From where you're standing, you can see there seems to be a sign, very crudely made and sort of stuck to the ground, that has been sort of ripped from its hinges and sort of hangs on like a almost vertical where it should be horizontal. There seems to be a small, very, very small humanoid figure sort of crouching nearby, checking the area, and they seem to be hard to know if they're like tracking on the ground, like trying to find prints, or if they are sort of skulking forward. Aside from that humanoid figure, you do see that after that original post, there are several wooden spikes with skulls sort of crushed through the top, to the point where the bone has been pierced through by the pike, the wooden stake, essentially, and just the skull sort of hangs from it. Yeah. The humanoid figure, when I say it's small, it looks to be like 2 feet tall, like a child. Smaller
Or
than
no,
a goblin.
I grew up with those.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
even for a gnome, it looks short.
Huh. Gnome child.
No, child.
Well, I don't think there's anything else going on. I mean, I was told that I should be looking out for trolls, so...
There's a troll in the dungeon.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna... They look like they're tracking, right?
Yeah, they seem to be tracking, and from the looks of it, they seem to be somewhat normally dressed. They have that sort of adventurous feel to them. Like they're wearing cloak, probably with their hood up to protect them somewhat from the rain, so you can't really tell what their hair looks like. But they seem to be dressed like a normal person out in the rain, not like an ogre or a goblin who would be wearing just like tattered robes or just like a ragged cloth. And they seem to be cautiously moving about.
Okay. Well, shit. Robin's just gonna report back to Sigus and be like, "Yeah, I don't think there's any danger. I think there's like a gnome child here. I'm just gonna keep an eye on them in case anything happens, but I'm also gonna stay back just in case it's some kind of bait or something. I don't really know what's going on."
Yeah. Do you see any like weapons or any kind of indication of what they might be doing out here?
The
From
gnome put
here,
the
it
skulls
looks
on
like
the spears.
You were
Looks like
keeping
not
your
much.
distance, so it was nearly impossible to tell if they were carrying weapons.
yeah, it would be really hard because they're so
Cloak.
small to begin with. So anything
And
that they'd be
cloak.
carrying would be even smaller.
Yeah.
Gaia.
But they have like a cloak, and it looks like they may have been on the road for a while, so they might have something.
Mm,
Are they? They're along the path ahead of us, so we'd have to meet them before we
They're-
It
go
would
in.
be nearly
Yeah, they're at the
impossible to
entrance
bypass
to the
them.
staircase.
All right. Well, I mean, let's see what they're on
Yeah.
about.
sure.
Do you wanna go contact them first once we're close by, so it's not suddenly all of us showing up at once? We'll
They're
still be
Yeah,
gonna
so
there.
hear-
we can like
They're
sort
gonna
of
hear us
communicate
coming.
where you are. Like
Fair.
you're like, oh, we're sort of coming up to this left turn, and Robin would be like, okay, I'm gonna go say hey.
Oh, yeah.
And Robin will
I like how
sorta
Robin's
just-
now though party face.
I mean,
Party
hey,
face when
I've
it's
got
dangerous
16
area.
charisma. It's all right.
Yeah.
He's gonna hop down from the tree and not be like super quiet about it because he doesn't want to like sneak up behind this child and give them a heart attack. And he's just gonna in common just be like, hey, you look like you might be lost or looking for something. Do you need help?
So Robin, you're going ahead of the party and sort of trying to approach the child-looking humanoid.
Yeah,
on
the
back,
party's like
hanging there.
probably about 2-3 move actions behind me at this point.
We were saying we were waiting till we were close, but not on top of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
It was a bait and switch. It's the
It's
a
a
Lamia.
Lamia.
It's
Troll
the
makes
Lamia.
disguise check.
Suddenly,
Wow,
you
that's
all
impressive.
DC fort save 100 or die. No.
Yeah.
No, Robin.
Say
as you-
that, but we
as-
did that for a while.
Robin, as you sort of detach from the party and move up ahead, go down the path and up to where the child-looking thing is. Aaliyah, go ahead and describe yourself as you would be able to notice somebody sort of calling out to you, hailing you from Robin, 60 feet, 70 feet, sound good?
Yeah, he wants to keep
5
distance.
feet.
So like, no, I mean, maybe a bit closer
Inches.
because your legs are shorter, maybe like 40 feet. But like it's I don't want to scare the gnome child.
Well, as she turns around, you would see probably most notably her eyes being more of like a deep crimson color. Her skin is extremely pale. She is certainly short, but it's hard to determine if it's because, as what was joked so far, she's a child or just short.
Fair enough.
Is probably closer to what it is, but she looks a bit nervous, but also she would look up and slowly like, huh? Like,
Yeah. Aaliyah, you would be able to immediately recognize this person because
okay, good. I
You-
didn't know if I would immediately know. Okay, good. 'Cause,
there's two important details, specifically because it's Robin approaching you. One, you were told about this person. Two, you've seen so many posters of this person that it would be hard not to know their face. They
Oh,
look,
God, is she a
they
fucking
look
bounty hunter?
creepily white, like they look creepily pale, and they got face tattoos. But you're definitely certain it's that person.
It's this
But-
fucking.
But the nose is different.
Yes, the nose is wrong. It looks. The
Alright.
posters had the nose just like hooked up, and he clearly doesn't have a hooked up nose.
Uh,
Nice.
Classic. Got him.
Yep.
This is when he black bags them.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Get
this is
got.
when we discover that Ty's just here to kidnap Robin.
Right?
It's always an
She's
option.
she's gonna like very quickly do like a triple take as she's like, Robin?
Robin sort of like looks side to side and like, nah. My name's Hawk.
Is that a lie?
That's a bluff check.
My name's Hawk.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and give me a sense motive. Give me a sense motive. I mean,
Beats it,
he's
beats.
he's like really good. Like sounds very convincing, but you know he's bullshitting you just because you have enough information. It's like
because they're holding the poster,
it's like
and you're like,
Yes.
you can pull out a copy of the poster that you could have picked up while you were in traveling Coruscant lands. It's just like, huh, 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 huh.
Yeah, that's what she does when she does her triple take. She like has the poster in her hand and she's like holds it up to the
Quickly
side
nodding
next
up
to
and
his
down.
head. Yeah. And she's like, I'm pretty sure you're Robin.
Robin just like looks side to side. Do you need my help? Why do you? Oh.
She's got a wanted poster of you, bro.
Oh.
Consider.
Lips.
Wait, hold.
I mean, I'm chill, man. I don't. I don't know. You look lost. You look like
I
you're-
was.
don't know where you are or something.
Hey,
Huh?
Thank you.
Okay.
No, you don't have to whisper. That's kind of weird.
Oh.
Please don't whisper.
Alright.
I mean, unless you think is there somebody else listening?
I mean, maybe. Hey guys.
What's up?
What up?
Everyone, including Aaliyah, everyone give me perception checks.
God damn it! I keep forgetting I don't have to type. Nope.
I'm waiting on half of the party still. I'm waiting on Aaliyah and
Oh, Leah against.
Everybody, yeah.
yeah, everyone. I said everyone, including Aaliyah.
Okay.
I can hear what Robin's saying,
One,
though.
2, 3. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you definitely hear what Robin is saying. Everyone but Erica, probably because Erica, you probably have your helmet on for right now, and
Yep.
it's sort of muffling the sound. Everyone, you hear Robin sort of calling out, "Hey, everyone!" Sort of shouting back at you guys, and you hear his voice carries through this sort of valley, this sort of bowl-like shape in front of the dam, and it echoes across, and then you hear, "Hey guys, hey guys."
Fuck.
They
And
already saw us. Don't worry about it.
a couple seconds later, as you guys are maybe thinking about how to respond to that, there's like a silence for a second, and you guys hear like a really deep rumble. It almost feels like it makes you think of like, oh, you maybe triggered an avalanche, but there's no like follow up. There's no like crescendo afterwards.
Did
And
we
it sort of
see
dies down.
anything? Did we see anything on the skulls move?
No, nothing moved.
Okay.
Nothing seemed to change. It was just it. Definitely, for Robin and Aaliyah and Silera, the three of you definitely are able to tell like it came from behind the dam, like somewhere beyond where you can see, probably from the lake, probably from the shores. but it's hard to tell. It sort of echoed through the dam, and the dam worked like a speaker, sort of sense in a sense, causing this sort of echo through the area where you guys are at.
I assume with everyone yelling, we're probably gonna start going up to where Robin is, right?
Yeah, just cautiously kind of. I know myself. I'm going to cautiously walk towards Robin and just kind of look around to make sure that nothing's falling apart while I'm walking.
Except for, my DNA.
So
Huh.
you have
You know,
everyone? What was that
Yes.
sound?
So
What sound?
it, I'm not sure. Sounded just like a rumble.
It sounded
Maybe it
like
was
trolls.
thunder.
If there's rumbling, and I'm gonna take your word for this because you all seem to have heard it, we should probably hurry. Sorry, my apologies. Didn't introduce ourselves. My name's Erica. That's Robin, Silera, Sigus. We're a little worried about what's going on in the dam right now. And I think we're headed up this way to get on top of it. Do you know anything about the dam?
you've only just arrived.
Nope.
Nope.
Short answer, no. Long answer, Aaliyah, this is where you just arrived here. You literally just got here.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Um,
Erica's just like, huh. Kicks on Detect Evil real quick. Just like, vibe check.
Don't get
assuming you
anything.
don't ping.
on me.
No bang.
Okay.
Alright. While you guys are there, standing at the sort of base of the stairs, essentially, does any of you speak Giant? I think Robin does.
I do.
Yes.
Alright. Right!
Fuck yeah.
The three of
We
you
got
who
three
speak
of us.
Giant,
Yeah.
the three of you who speak Giant would be able to understand that the skulls being pierced here is not just like a signal, like, oh, don't come here, we will murder you, but it's specifically a way that trolls mark the edge of their territory. And
And the sign? Can
and
we
the
read it
sign-
from here?
and the sign, which is at the right next to the first of the skulls, it originally said something in common, but it has been sort of scrolled over with blood, and it just sort of has very crude crawlings in drawings in Giant, as far as you can tell. Very crude Giant. It reads. Wait, I was about to say the wrong name.
Says this is my swamp.
This is my swamp.
That's
It essentially says it is my swamp. This is my swamp, but
It's a mountain troll,
Okay.
so this is my mountain.
Stay out.
Right,
My
I'm
dam.
sorry.
Yes.
Got the wrong species.
Yes. They're gonna start throwing rocks at us, boys. Prey range.
the fuck is it?
Spray and pray.
Skull Taker Trolls. It
Oh.
reads Skull Taker Trolls.
Robin just looks at the dam constructed entirely out of skulls. I think they're pretty good at their job.
I don't think the dam's made out of skulls there, Robin. I'm pretty sure those are just carvings.
Oh, he said it's made out of skulls.
I'm pretty sure it's made
Voice
out of
in the
skulls.
sky told us.
Yeah.
Wait,
As-
it's
na-
actually entirely
now they're
skulls?
closer to it, it looks like there are giant skull carvings made out of stone. Still made out of skulls,
Oh,
but they are
okay.
stone skulls.
I was really expecting
Hundreds. Oh,
yeah.
Thessalonian to create it out of actual skulls. But anyways,
Hundreds upon thousands upon dozens of thousands of stone carved skulls.
yeah, so anyways, we're going up to dance with the trolls. So I don't know why you're here. Well, I know why you're here now. This is awkward.
Just let the child talk.
Here for a couple of reasons, but I don't know if I have enough time to kind of get too deeply into it. Do you know Ra?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we knew Ra.
Oh no. Yeah. This might be a conversation that we can catch you up on later, though. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Bro, you don't even know her name and you're asking her how old she is? That's kind of creepy. I mean,
Erica just wants to know if this gnome is a child or like an older short gnome.
She starts holding up her fingers. I do this.
don't forget to carry the 1.
Plus 1, and then you add the 3. 40.
Yep, that checks out.
I was like 4. Oh no.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
4.
Sorry about calling you a child earlier. You're just even for a gnome, you're short.
If ever there was something I've heard, that would probably be at the top of the list.
How are you with trolls? Do you like trolls or don't like trolls?
Is not liking trolls the best answer in this situation?
Yes,
Yep.
we're going to go try to be rid of some trolls and potentially an angry, mind-controlling snake lady.
Oh yeah, we got
probably
problems.
help out.
Yeah, we got problems with
I
her.
would certainly like to untable that conversation later, but it sounds like there's more pressing matters that involve danger, so perhaps we'll deal with that.
Yeah, I promise we make it through this fight, we will have a long conversation about Ra and how you know him and why the hell you are in the middle of this valley.
Yep.
It was a long journey.
I'm guessing so if you came from the same place Ra did.
Now, I didn't think ogres could make traps, so I'm also going to assume that trolls don't make traps, which means that I'm going to go make sure that they haven't trapped this entranceway before we all go in.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm assuming Robin's taking point, and then we're all just following shortly behind.
Robin, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're checking for traps ahead of the party. And the rest of the party, go ahead and sort yourselves out within marching order, if you wish.
No, we're good.
Yeah, this is good.
Robin,
Are you...
it looks fine. It looks
No,
fine.
we're good.
It looks pretty crude. Like it's the walls are made out of sheer stone, very crudely carved out. Some of it looks like it's collapsed, and then somebody's removed the collapsed stone. Doesn't look like it was properly like mined out. Part of it is partially open, right? The ceiling collapsed and then was removed. So some of the water is pouring through and then down the stairs. However, at the end of the cavern, on the northwestern point on the map, you do see a wall going up 15 feet, and then the opening above it just keeps going. And the ceiling there is sort of going ever higher. Like it gives more room to whatever is above that ledge.
Okay. So it looks like the trolls climb up from here. Do trolls climb? Is that a thing?
Oh god, I don't want to climb.
Do we know this?
Oh yeah, what type of check is it to
Check,
know
yeah.
about trolls?
Ogres
Troll
would be. I think it's local.
Wait, are we
ninjas.
Troll.
dealing
Either-
with trolls or ogres?
Trolls.
We're asking about trolls.
You're
'cause we don't
asking
see
me
any.
about
We're just
trolls.
thinking.
Because you know, you at least the people who know Giant identify this as being a troll marking
Skulking.
their
Yeah.
territory.
Yeah.
Trolls are monstrous humanoids, which makes them a knowledge local.
There
Nice.
you go. Casual nat 20 from the person with one rank in
Okay,
it.
we'll take the
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
35. Fuck.
I got you.
Does anybody drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But why, if I might ask?
Does anybody have a bottle of water?
Yes.
As you're
Several.
standing out in the rain.
Hand me it.
Okay. Erica hands her a water skin. It's like, all right.
She's about to pull a Jesus coon as she literally turns the water into wine and then hands it to you. If
Okay.
you drink this, it makes you smarter.
Holy shit! Get me
Interesting.
some of that.
Well, let me drink this first, just to make sure. And Erica will
Sense
take a
motive
swig.
it's true.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm foregoing the sense motive. She drinks it. She says it's fine and hands it over. Yeah, my mind's certainly clear.
Yeah.
I can feel it's doing something.
Alright, I'll give you the
I would-
bonus on that knowledge total. What were you gonna say, Sigus?
Is it all? Well, the one thing is it like offered to everyone, or is it a one person?
I don't know how because
Okay.
It's 2 cubic feet per 2 levels of liquid. So if I'm just taking a little drink, I'm assuming each one of us could. If you're 9th level.
Yeah, it doesn't say you have to drink the entire
That's
dose.
probably a.
You can assume that it's technically it should be like 3 people or 5 people per 2 levels. So
Yeah.
you have more than enough for everyone here.
Yeah.
The wines can
I
just
would try
start or the water just starts spraying out as wine.
Yeah.
Shots,
yeah.
shots, shots,
I'll
shots,
give you.
shots.
We'll give everyone the benefit if they wish to drink it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Fuck
Yeah.
I'd
yeah.
Yes.
love to take him up on this, but I will pass because Sigas has a hard rule of accepting food and drink from people he just
Oh
meets.
yeah, you did have a bad
Everybody.
time with that one time.
Look, they've been poisoned not once but twice.
Twice.
N-
That-
Not
yeah.
twice, 3 times.
Three
Wait, we got that a
times.
3rd time? Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, we did.
hey,
We did.
Pretty
3
sure it's
times.
been a 3rd time.
Yeah.
Ty,
Because
my
there's
wisdom
yeah.
is 6. Okay,
I'm
I'm drinking that wine. You
Fake
can't
I'm
stop me.
Foxglove.
also gonna say no.
Hang on, it
But
was.
we'll take you up the 2nd time.
I'm missing one of the 3 times you've been poisoned. It was fake foxglove.
We were,
Then again.
and then when we
yeah.
visited the manor, the fire whiskey.
Yeah, that was
and
the-
then when
And
we
then-
Fox-
went to.
That was the fake foxglove one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then again
I
when
think
you.
there was another time before that. The time we all died.
The time you
Yeah.
all died
Yeah.
at the manor, at
Yeah,
Siler's
that's-
manor.
That.
But I'm missing the 3rd one. I don't think you were
Then-
poisoned 3 times.
I think there was another one. Maybe I was just paranoid about it.
Well, there.
No, I think you
were a
thought
couple
you were
times
being
where we got
poisoned.
like dummied.
I think you were thinking about Silera dying from Ratatouille.
Or was
That will
the
never
one where
not
you
be
gave us
funny.
the candies?
But yeah.
Fuck Ratatouille.
Oh yeah,
Then
because
Sigus,
did get crazy drugged.
Sigus, go ahead and you get 2 questions. Erica, you get 2 questions. Silera, you get 4 questions. And
You just
Robin,
want to
you get
give us their stat block at this point?
Nope.
Alright.
You know that they're humanoids and they are giants. Trolls are technically giants.
Mm-hmm.
So, aside from that, ask me what you will.
Robin just asked, do they climb? So I don't know if anybody wants to use that forms of movement.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like
Any special movement?
Depends on the type of troll. You don't know which type of troll you're dealing with. But
Skull Taker.
Okay,
Trolls.
are Skull Taker trolls a thing?
Skull Taker trolls are a clan. What type of troll that means, you have no idea. Generic,
Ask what type.
Well then, yeah, I was gonna say, what
Can
type of
that
trolls
second-
live here?
you
yeah,
would
like
be inclined
or
to.
this type of region.
Yeah, you would be inclined to believe it's one of 3 types or a mixture of the 3 types of for the following trolls: the common troll, the aquatic troll, or the mountain troll. That is,
vote
I will
mountain
take you as
trolls.
1 question.
All right. So.
Well, I think.
guess-
Do we have to?
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say.
I was just gonna
are-
say.
Y'all
Otherwise,
are
I was gonna
Canadian,
use my
holy fuck.
questions just to get the info that we already have, which was like, fire regeneration. We do know that out of character.
We know that in
Feel
character too. Jacardo told us, I think.
Nope.
Yes.
He told
So
you-
then, no.
No, Jakardos didn't tell you about trolls at all. You guys didn't ask.
Okay. Well, I will use my questions to have that basic troll knowledge,
Sure.
and assuming we knew that
Uh,
beforehand, because I also prepped spells for trolls.
All right.
So
In that case,
I guess those are my 2 questions.
that I'll give it to you as 2 questions, because technically there's 3 types of trolls that you're asking questions about. If they have any kind of regeneration, normal trolls have regeneration 5, and it is a moderate amount of regeneration. My bad on reading the number, but a moderate amount of regeneration that is only cut by acid or fire. Aquatic trolls, or scrags, also have regeneration, but it is only active while they're in water. And mountain trolls have an even stronger regeneration. And they're far scarier.
Does that
For
get
acid
turned off?
fire, right?
Does that get turned off for the same things?
Nope, it's constant, same as the normal
Oh.
ones.
No. I mean, like if we hit it with fire.
Yes, it's acid or
and roll
fire.
with fire, it's still
In-
Acid fire.
In every
I just
single
wanted to
case,
make sure
it's
that
acid or
didn't change the
fire.
type.
Trolls have stronger regeneration than your average troll. Mountain trolls have more regeneration than your average one, and aquatic trolls only have regeneration while in contact with water.
And I'm going to assume that using fire on an aquatic troll while it's in water isn't going to work. So acid, basically.
Well, I mean, if you can hit the top half of them with fire damage, that'll probably still do it. Right?
If they're underwater, there is no top half.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
no, but I mean, like, they just have to be in the water, so they could be standing in the water and get regeneration, is what I'm thinking. Right? They don't have to be submerged.
I think they have to be in water.
Yeah, so if I'm standing in water up to my ankles, I'm in water.
Define in water.
Yeah,
Touch
define in water.
If the troll is up to its ankles in water, it's enough for them to activate the regeneration.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So
a
a,
puddle's
sha-
good
a shallow pool is enough for the regeneration to activate. A puddle is
Okay.
not, because a puddle doesn't reach your ankle.
Oh, and they're large, so ankle deep water for a large creature
like
is like
knee
up
deep
to
for
our
us.
waist.
It's a
Yeah.
No, it's a foot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so waist deep
It's
for Leia.
it's half of a Leah sign, but it should be around your below your
Uh-oh.
knee for an average humanoid.
So who's piggybacking Leia around?
Not it.
All right. I think how many do we have left? Like 1 or 2. questions?
Those were we got all of Sigis's questions. We got one of Celera's. We have two. Two for Erica and 3 more for
3 for
Celera.
me. Yeah.
I would like to know about attacks and general tactics.
Okay. For which type? Because it changes according to which
mountain
type
trolls.
of troll.
Yeah, I want to know about the scarier mountainy boys.
Mountain boys. Mountain trolls can throw rocks pretty far. Mountain trolls are also larger than your average troll, which means
they're
that
huge?
they're huge. Yeah.
Ugh.
Cool.
Which means that they have the ability to chuck very large rocks at you, and their bites and claws deal even more damage because they're larger. They also are capable of using a rend if they catch you with their bite and both.
Oh
Lost.
no, that is not fun. Does everyone know what Ren does?
Nope.
When you get hit by both claws in the same round, it deals additional damage as they rend you open, pulling their claws out.
It's basically just bonus damage they get hit. They get if they hit you twice.
It's
It really
usually
sucks.
it's usually the damage of an extra claw attack. Thereabouts.
Okay.
So if you get hit twice, it's like you got hit thrice.
And then tactics was the other thing. Although, if I can just say general troll tactics, that
Sure,
works, but
general
if
troll
it's
tactics.
specific, then we can do that.
Sure, I'll give you general troll tactics. You trolls are intelligent creatures, which is slightly of an overstatement because they're not particularly intelligent. They have like toddler, toddler intelligence, like some of the intelligence of a 8 to 10-year-old child, human child, which means their tactics usually revolve around more numbers, kill small thing, or kill things quicker.
Classic. All right.
Hit
no,
thing till stop moving.
Yes,
don't
hit
don't
things.
don't expect any big brain trap
Yes.
tricky toys from them.
Obviously, they are the type that if you throw acid or fire at them, you can assume that if they are on fire, they will jump into the water. That's a fair assumption. They have just barely above like animal intelligence, essentially. They will, if they can skulk around and hit you while you're distracted, they will do that. But don't expect them to like flank you and then close the door behind you to trap you. They're not that cunning.
All right. Sounds good. Tyler, I think you got one more.
Salera has 2 more.
2 more.
Oh god, so many questions.
Yep.
Party, are there any other questions? I can't think of any.
I mean, you could ask some about the aquatic or the regular.
Do they have
trolls.
any special abilities?
Oh, that's a
from
good one too.
regeneration?
Yes. I didn't even think.
And yeah,
Yes. I
Penny,
will ask
what's-
that. Do they have any
what's-
special abilities?
For
or spell-like abilities.
for which
Yeah,
type
spell-like
of troll?
abilities.
I think SLAs go under spell like.
Let's just
Yeah.
go with the mountain boys.
The mountain boys are sort of the most terrifying form of troll that you might be able to encounter. They do have rock-based spell-like abilities. They can stone shape, they can create stone spikes. Some of the more powerful of them are even able to summon earthquakes.
That might explain our rumbling.
Yeah. So I think it's safe to say that we might have some mountain trolls. That's exciting.
That'll be your last question. You have one more question. That's what I meant.
No, I think that was it.
No, you had 3, and you asked
Anthony,
one
you're-
before
you-
this.
Oh, I'm losing track. There's too many
Yeah.
questions being thrown around.
You were down to 2, and that was one question, so you have one. more.
Okay, gotcha. Makes sense.
Maybe do something similar to what we did with the ogres, which was like, do they have like a weakness? Like with the ogres, it was like if you kill their chieftain, they're gonna run away. Is there something like that with the
Oh, yeah.
trolls?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Organizational structure.
Is there a weak point?
Yeah, like a hierarchy.
Sure. Troll society, quote unquote, does tend to be organized under not necessarily a chieftain, more so as an alpha sort of pattern, where it's the leader of a pack or a clan oppresses everything else.
Leader of the pack.
If you kill the leader, it's very likely that the next in command will just take that opportunity to call themselves the new alpha, sort of thing. It's very unlikely that you'll be able to disorganize them just by cutting off the head.
Can I ask maybe a follow-up question? You don't have to answer it.
Go ahead.
Is it clear to tell by looking at them who the leader is, or
The
do they all
biggest,
kind of look?
baddest bitch.
Biggest baddest bitch will be the
Okay.
alpha. It's
Yeah.
fair. It's
Isn't that
Go for
Nice.
the BBB.
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 The biggest baddest bitch. All right. With that in mind, as you guys sort of shared a glass of wine, at least Erica and Alia, a lot of you are sort of sharing some information. It takes you a couple moments as you guys are sort of sharing this information because it's a lot of information that you're sort of able to recall from stories and tales about people fighting against trolls and trolls attacking towns and whatnot. About like half a minute goes by as you guys are talking. About a minute, I would say. And you hear again the.
Okay,
You know,
that's
I
probably
feel
enough
like they're
talking,
throwing
let's
rocks
go.
at us, and they're just not getting close enough.
I'm worried about the earthquake Solara mentioned.
Yeah.
I think we should scurry.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, Robin will just light step over to this wall.
Okay. You're at the edge of the wall. Do you want to? Are you carrying your torch with you? Because inside of this area, it will be dark.
It will be pitch dark. Okay.
As you
then,
go up,
yeah, he'll...
it is pitch dark.
I mean, Erica's following him, and she has a light on, but...
okay, yeah. If Erica's behind me, then there should be enough light.
Well, once
guys-
Erica, once you go up the ledge, the light from Erica's torch will not reach you. Is the thing.
Yeah, because it goes up 15 feet, and
It's
then it
15 up.
continues going
Yes.
up, right?
No, it goes 15 up and then goes sideways. Right? It's a plateau.
But like up the mountain, right?
Yes, it will keep going up through the inside of the mountain. Is your guess? Because you can see the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Robin will just walk up the wall and sit on the ledge.
But again, my question is, are you doing so with a torch up? Because you won't be able to see past the ledge if you don't.
No,
have
I'm
it.
just gonna sit on the ledge, and Eric is just gonna be there.
Right. Then take out your dynamic lighting light source as you
Move to the next level.
step up. I don't think you can see anything where you're sitting.
Nope.
All right. Erica, give me
Are
a
you guys
perception
coming
check,
or what?
and so Robin. And everyone else, if you want to move up, you see Robin and Erica moving up, and you see them vanish into the cavern. The two
Yeah,
of you.
Robin's like ready to help Erica up, kind of thing.
Alright.
Alright.
This is what happens when I get buffed. Awesome. I like this spell.
That +5 to perception checks is kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. For how long? 10 minutes per level? So like
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
That's
for
awesome.
the rest of the session,
while.
just forget
Alright.
about it.
As you guys are standing there, and I'll ask you to hold.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, can you move back some?
Yes, I can.
Um,
I think it was here.
I'm gonna have to
Here?
ask everyone to roll initiative.
Roll initiative. There's a spicy boy.
And for the record, I do not make any noise while moving, because
Oh.
I'm using light steps.
Yeah, but you're standing on the edge of a ledge
Oh.
with light on the other side, so anything standing behind you would be able to see a perfectly vivid outline of your body as you're standing there.
Yep.
Don't worry, guys. I rolled really good.
So
I
before this
forgot to-
happens,
Yes.
go ahead.
Nothing.
I was just gonna say, as we were having, like, Sigus was about to start talking to away, but as he kind of worked his way, like, the fattest elf you've ever seen in your life is just trying to, like, squeeze by you on this narrow path. And
He's got like blotches of red on his skin. Like
He's,
he
like,
looks
all
like he's about
liver
to pop.
got a big rope, though. A big boy.
Alright. Boom. Ascending order. Alright.
Hell yeah.
It will be a surprise round because you guys, well, technically the only
Do
ones
we
who are
know-
aware of what's about to happen are Robin and Erica.
Erica. Okay.
Because you guys are within the range. But Robin, as you sort of sit down and Erica's sort of approaching you, you do hear behind you. I don't like this one. He's walking in on territory. And you hear the loud, like thunderous footsteps behind you in the darkness.
Robin's just gonna.
It is your turn as you hear that
Robin's
behind
gonna-
you.
Robin's gonna turn around and in giant, he's just gonna be like, "No, wait, I'm just a small troll." In giant.
Oh my fucking god.
They are speaking
Welcome
giant.
to every
They
combat.
are speaking giant. Give me, oh god, give me a bluff check.
Believe in you. Pretty good. Good work.
Oh god.
Too bad the thing didn't apply to charisma checks.
I think that's fair though, because it's
Yeah.
really strong.
Yeah, it's already quite powerful.
They really not. No, that's not possible.
They didn't beat it, did they?
No. I'm checking. Hang on.
They should have some wisdom, I think.
Yeah, but it shows me as them not having any
Oh, wait,
skill
maybe
ranks
not.
on anything, and that's not possible.
I don't think that they would have it in sense motive if I were to guess.
No, but usually they have some kind of modifier applied to perception.
Yeah, like
and
climb.
okay,
probably.
no. You hear, no, too tiny for troll. Well, that's actually not such a. Could be just a distant cousin of the troll. He could just be missing his watch. No,
One of them's a nerd.
But smash! No. Chow, please. It could be a opportunity. I wouldn't want to smash possible gas. Fine. And you hear another. You walk now. My cavern too good for you.
But me bring food.
Oh no.
Okay.
This
you keep
actually
food
might
now,
work for us.
Food coming with me, 'cause small.
I think, Erica, I think you're the food.
I know I'm the food.
Okay.
You hear the. Okay. When I get a piece of food, then I am hungry after all.
Jesus fucking Christ, this guy.
And Robin does have gray skin, so like,
Yeah.
you know, he could pull off the troll look, and everything's gray in dark vision anyway, so whatever. Fuck. Robin's gonna turn around and be like, "Okay."
I'm assuming
you're
you're readying an action to help pull me up or something?
Yeah.
Are you calling?
And I'm gonna sense motive the trolls to see if the fucking Neanderthal one wants to kill me or not.
You
while
can't
I'm doing
see
this?
them. You can't see them, so you can't sense
But-
motive them.
I mean, based on their tone.
Based on the tone alone, sure, give me a sense motive. It's gonna have a huge penalty. I mean, they sounded like they will give you a wallop if you don't share the food with them, but otherwise they should be fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Robin's gonna hold his hand down, and he's gonna say in giant, "Oh, keep fresh, don't hurt yet." Ugh. And he's gonna help Erica up. In fact, he'll even like walk halfway down the wall and like help move her upwards as she climbs.
I was gonna say, this is gonna kind of be funny because
Right.
Erica cannot understand a word that Robin
Yeah,
is
I know.
saying. So she's just like,
So, Erica, you see Robin talk with a creature you can't see. You can tell like it's some kind of giant.
Erica does have an ion torch, but yes.
So you can't see them. There's a 15-foot ledge separating the two of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Erica, you see Robin sort of reaches down, saying something in giant, and reaches out, offering you a hand to climb up.
okay. She'll, I guess, grab the hand and try to climb up the 15-foot ledge. This is probably not going to go great.
Give me a climb check. I'll say that you're being assisted by Robin, making this like a DC 5 check, because you're sort of compensating, as if it were not a rope.
Don't worry, guys. I got a +2 to this.
I mean, between the
believe
two,
in
you make it, and as Erica, you climb up. Climb up. There you go.
Oh no.
You see the not a giant, not a troll, but an Etten, as it looks down at you. Just wait a minute.
Oh,
She's
what
still
now?
An Etten.
Etten.
And
I'll describe what they are in just a
they're
second.
bad.
Wait a minute.
It's not
She
great.
has You're quite right, brother. She does have weapons. Kill them! And they lift a large club. You trick me. But Erica, it is still your turn. I'll say that that was a move action going up.
It's a surprise round. Do I not
No,
only?
it's not a surprise.
He,
round, 'cause
it hasn't acted yet, technically.
Okay.
No, it did act because it went before you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So in that case, I would like to know about Ettins.
Sure. Give me a quick knowledge local.
I have
Alright.
a +8 to this now, so it's better than nothing.
Wait. Oh, the total is +8. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 18. You can ask me one question.
I guess. Any special defenses?
Special defenses. No, but they are quite resilient by their natural leather being quite thick and rocky-like.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about regeneration or any of that bullshit. Got it.
But it is still your turn. You still have a standard action.
All right. Not gonna start burning smites on this yet, I don't think. But I am gonna turn on my divine bond and set it to is the detect evil thing's a move action, right? So I can't do that this turn.
If
I
you
will
forego
set
your
it-
your standard, you can. Otherwise, no.
No, I want to get the divine bond up and running, so I will set it to let's go with keen.
Okay. So you're making your weapon keen.
Yep.
All right.
So it's shedding light like a torch and has a +1 enhancement on top of the keen because levels.
Yep. All right then, Aaliyah. Even you on the back of the marching order hear a large creature calling out, "You trick me, smash!" Echoing from the cavern ahead, and you can assume that they encounter something and they're about to get pummeled.
Uh-oh. Alright. Well, that doesn't sound very good.
It does not.
No.
What happened?
I just remembered I'm short. Mr. Brown hair man.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you hit stuff in the face?
Yes.
Is your name Sigus?
You said brown hair.
No.
We both have brown hair.
Yeah.
He's gonna say no. I'm gonna say yes.
Actually, I'm
to be
bald,
fair-
so I lied. I
Oh.
was wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To be fair,
I'm just using the picture.
yeah. To be fair, Aaliyah can't see Robin, and it would be hard for Robin to hear Aaliyah from there.
Oh, it's a cloak. It looked like brown hair. Okay.
No,
Sorry.
it's a cloak. It's a cloak.
They were leeches. It was a thing. Not a thing anymore.
Does he obviously have like a bow or something? This conversation.
No, as far as you can tell, because he's holding like some kind of arcane implement in his hand.
Oh, it's.
He's very likely some kind of wizard or spellcaster.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have.
That answers that question.
You also,
Alright.
I don't know where you keep your spellbook. Tickets.
Me, it's actually just like attached to me by a rope because it's
Alright.
pretty much indestructible.
Then Alia, you'll be able to tell that Sigis has like a
Big ass.
a big ass tome attached to their
Well,
belt by a rope.
I was gonna be less selfish, but oh wait, pretty lady, do you hit stuff in the face?
Yes.
I can.
Oh, the hubris
no.
in this party.
No.
I just reacted to brown hair.
I'm continuing the meme now.
I feel
Aaliyah, you'd be able to tell that
You another
the
buffer.
pretty lady does carry a. Hey, no, she doesn't.
crossbow.
She does carry a
Still have a
crossbow
rapier
in her
or no?
back, and she does have a rapier attached to her hip.
I can hit people in the face.
All
That's why I
y'all
said I
useless.
can.
People that hit
Alright.
things are currently hitting things.
Yes,
Well, not yet, but we're getting
but
there.
soon.
If only they hadn't mindlessly. Okay.
That's our job.
alright.
We mindlessly get into trouble and then you save us.
Yes.
Well,
You don't get hit.
I guess I will cast invisibility on myself.
Go for it.
There you go.
Oh god, there's so many tokens.
you go. I gave you the marker for invisibility.
Yep.
Alright, you disappear as your body sort of mimics the rain around you, the forestry around you, and the stone at your feet. A little bit of your silhouette is visible as the rain hits you and leaves like a bubble around you. Like an empty space in the shape of you. Alright.
Which is very small and hard to see.
Yes.
I was gonna give somebody displacement is what I was gonna do, but all of y'all are freaking
Super far ahead, yes.
gone.
Silera, it is your turn as you, once again, you two hear the creature shouting and screaming, getting ready for combat.
Mm-hmm. I am going to move to here.
All right, you're up against the ledge, 15 foot high. You see Robin sort of with one arm on top of the ledge, and he just managed to push Erica on the other side. You can see the top of Erica's bun, sort of her ponytail, sort of up there above the ledge. As you're sort of looking
It's
up.
sticking out through the back of her helmet.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna stay where I am,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sing.
All right. What are you singing? I mean, what performance
surprise
are
me.
you? What performance are you getting? Are you doing Inspire Courage? What kind of effect are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, more than one thing.
yes.
As a reminder, the
I was like,
bards
what
can
do
do
you
more than one
mean?
thing.
She got bonus stuff.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Duh. Yes, inspire courage.
All right, Inspire Courage. No. No. Wrong song. Stop. I don't know if you guys managed to hear that.
Nope.
No, I
It
didn't hear
was.
No.
Do you remember the song September?
Do you
By
remember?
Stevie Wonder?
I love it.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. What
Earth,
did I
Wind, and
say? I
Fire.
said
Stevie
Wonder.
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 Same.
You
same
were
difference.
headed in the right direction.
Listen.
Let's go with this one. That plays in the background. All right. That's gonna be your turn, I believe, right, Solera?
Yes.
All right, then Sigis, it is yours.
All right. I'm going to move to the place because I don't know. She disappeared.
Yep.
I'm going, and I heard Robin talking about a ledge. So where is the ledge?
You should be able to see the edge.
This thing? Yeah.
You see
Can
half
I
of.
see? I can see that.
If you can see half of
Right.
Robin's token, Robin is on the ledge. Half of his token is on either side of the ledge.
Okay. I'm going to reach. I'm gonna offer my hand to the air that was where our new friend used to be, and I'm gonna say, if you would like to join me up at the top of the ledge, take my hand.
She'll
no,
willingly accept that.
Okay. And I will dimensional steps us as my standard action to teleport onto up
Alright.
to the top of the ledge.
Can you post the dimensional steps ability on chat?
Absolutely.
It's basically Dimension Door, but limited range.
You know, I cared more about the distance that he could travel, more so than anything.
Yeah, I can do 270. Oh, sorry, the description didn't come in. I can do 270 feet
Yep.
per day, and if I bring someone with
Yep.
me, obviously counts twice.
Yep.
I'm gonna go
Ali-
ahead and say I don't want to be where I'm at right now.
Unfortunately, because you cannot teleport into
Oh,
open
God.
air, and the only square that Sigis can see is the one at the edge of the ledge. He would teleport there,
Got ya.
and then you would be shunted. Shunted forward in front of Robin, right next to the Etten. As the two.
There's
Oh,
a
'cause
reason
with-
why
oh.
I stayed where I was.
On the bright side, you're invisible.
Yes, you are
Yes.
invisible. And just as a clarification, the Etten is wielding what looks like a club with a rock attached to it by a chain on either hand. So double wielding,
Double Morning Star.
double Morning Star. It looks like.
Got.
He's the
Sorry, I don't know
Darth
if there's
Maul of
something wrong with my.
Ents.
You
I don't know if
might
there's something wrong with my light,
No.
which is why I shunted you in there, because I cannot see anything anymore.
now you should be able
You can't
to see.
occupy the same space. which
No,
is
the
why-
problem is that the ledge goes right between the middle of the square. So if I put the token on the square, you get no vision from either side.
You can put him on top of Robin for now.
Oh, I think I put
Yeah.
him.
I am so sorry. I did not know that that was going to be the consequences of.
I
me
mean,
doing
we
that.
didn't. It's fine. I mean,
Nobody
it's
did.
fine.
That's perfectly fine. I do believe that is going to be.
Also,
your
the
turn.
first time we've used that, so we'll go with that.
I do believe that is your turn, and Robin, it becomes yours.
Cool. So Robin is going to start running along the wall. Wait, why am I using the? Why can I not move? I'm stuck in the wall. Can you
I can-
just
Yes, I can do
move here? And I'm just
stuffed.
going to
Are you-
acrobatics to dodge.
Okay, yeah, go
AOS.
ahead and give me an acrobatics then.
I think I'm okay.
You are okay with as you
Jesus fucking
backflip, and they just like look at you as you like double jump off of the wall and start running across it.
And I'm just going to make sure that I get into a flank, and I'm just gonna take a swing. Now, out of character, I feel like because it has two heads, I don't get flanking, but I could be wrong.
We shall find
So-
out.
Can I? Is it knowledge local to understand about
knowledge,
ends?
knowledge local, yes.
Okay.
You get 2 questions. One
Can
of
they
them,
be flanked?
One of them can they be flanked? And the answer will surprise you is yes, they can be flanked. Despite having 2 heads, they are both humanoid heads oriented forward, which means that the forward of the body can only be one at a time, even if one head looks to the right and the other one to the left. They still have blind
Okay.
spots.
Okay, fair enough. The other one would probably be. We already did defenses from Erica,
Yes.
so probably special abilities.
Special abilities. Yes, Ettins, by their nature of having 2 brains, treat dual wielding as if it were a single weapon. Essentially, they take no penalties for dual wielding.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's sort of what I thought.
All right.
And Robin's just going to take a swing and try and punch this guy in a blind spot.
All right.
So, yeah.
Give me just 1 second, very quickly. Do you have any ability because of the distance that you travel? Acrobatics. I want to check the DC because when you do acrobatics to avoid AOs, you move through the squares as if it were difficult terrain, which means double.
Okay, yeah, okay. I have a 40-foot movement though, so I should be able to make it.
Nope, that was
5.
25.
Uh,
No, you can't go through its square. It needs to be like this.
20. Okay, so then I will.
I mean, I think
I
you
will-
still get the flank, don't you? You're going
No, I
through
don't.
its
You have
square.
to be here or here.
Oh.
Yeah. So I
Moving-
will.
Moving at full speed, at full speed, while preventing your the provoke AOs, it does increase the DC by 10, which is why I was pointing. it
Oh.
out.
Can I just? Can I? That's what I intended to do. I thought.
Okay. Then on that nat 20, you still just barely make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go there. I'll throw 1 punch.
Yep.
Um.
That's all you can. do.
And I should be good. So it's a 24 to hit.
Yeah. On a 24, you hit them in the back. You hear a crack as your punch sort of pierces through some of the rocky exterior of the Etin.
For 24.
24 damage. 5, 16. Are you...
Oh, sorry, I lied. Yeah. No. It's
5, 11,
yeah.
4, 19. 39.
I don't get the Sap Master because he's not flat-footed.
You're right. You don't get
Yep.
master.
He would need to be
Right.
disarmed.
Yeah, so it's 20.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Not 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you crack their back, they grunt in pain, and they're going to turn
Now-
around.
I'm not done though.
Okay.
He can no longer take attacks of opportunity, just for the record.
For 1 round.
Until my next turn.
Yes.
And at the end of my turn,
That's
I am
convenient.
going to use for
Point?
positioning into flanks and such.
Okay.
I am going to use a key point to become invisible.
All right. You vanish as one of the heads turns around to look at you. You disappear. They turn back around and they're gonna swing at the piece of meat that was brought forward. So, Erica, they're gonna swing at you.
That tasty meat.
A tasty, tasty meat. What's your AC currently?
24.
All right. The first one swings. You duck underneath it. You get back up, getting ready to retaliate, and you get hit on the swing from the other arm as it deals 16 points of damage.
Okay, that could have been worse.
Yeah, could have been much worse. And then seeing
Did
as
that
they
feel like it was really putting an umph behind it?
no, that felt like their usual wild swings. They will sort of 5-foot step closer, sort of looming over you, getting ready to pummel you into the earth, making sure that you can't run away. But also, actually, have a step over here, as they move in order to prevent you guys from getting past them. As Robin, you would be able to see that there is a passage leading north. Erica, it is your turn.
Can I get in there or no?
You can squeeze
where
through. It would provoke.
It can't provoke, because he cannot provoke AOs.
You're correct. They cannot take AO.
You can do it.
Okay.
Oh!
I don't like leaving everyone out in the open though. So I might let. Wait, are you gonna be able to get past there on your turn?
Me? I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm invisible.
Oh, you know what? That's a real fair point.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna step to here and then, or actually, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna stay where I am. I lied.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pull around this motherfucker.
Okay, what weapon are you drawing? Because you hadn't drawn your weapons yet.
Are you sure? Okay.
I did have the. I said I had the glaive out before, but
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have your glaive out. Go for a full round with your glaive. I mean, you can draw it as part of your full round.
okay, that works.
So you stab through their leg, you pull back your weapon and slash through their chest for a grand total of demon, evil, fey, corrupt plants and animals. No, none of those apply. Just light? Okay, no, nothing applies. So 28 points of damage. Boom. They are bloodied as they are brought down to one knee. Scream sort of at the open air, trying to fight till the bitter end.
Nice.
Is that your turn, Erica?
Yeah, unless someone yells at her to shuffle somewhere.
All right, then Aaliyah, it is your turn as you were teleported slightly forcefully into the middle of a melee combat.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and move over here.
Okay.
Probably wise.
Classic.
You sneak by, invisible, to the corner of this cavern. And?
And then I have to decide.
Flame strike. Flame
What?
strike.
Flame strike?
Just blow
Why
it on
not?
the floor.
Word Jill.
Why not flame strike? But
Whenever I play a druid, that is always the answer and the question.
yeah. What is gonna
Can
be?
I try something?
Yeah. What are you gonna try?
Can I cast Soften Earth and Stone on the roof of the cave above him?
You can try.
Make it fall on him?
Can you post the contents of the spell just to double check?
I really hope this doesn't drop the roof on all of us.
All
would
natural
only be on the
undressed
spot that I
earth or
actually-
stone in the spell's area is softened. 10-foot square per level, or up to 10-foot square per level. Yeah, you can soften the earth and stone above them. Is that where you're gonna go for it?
Not directly in attack, so it will not break your invisibility.
That's why I wanted to do that. I'm trying to do something that's not a direct interaction with the monster. Because I have transmute rock to mud, which would just fuck him, probably. Actually, maybe I should do that. That's a 5th level spell, though.
I wouldn't burn a 5th level spell on this sucker, but that's me.
Yeah. Soften Earth is only a 2nd level spell, that's why I want to...
I'm gonna need
I have 4 bark skins I prepared.
I'm gonna need an action from you here, Elia. Are you going for Soften Earth? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. Then, as you reach up towards the ceiling, you cast your spell. You watch as a perfect circle, almost right above the Etin's head, begins to wobble, turn into almost like putty as it sort of stretches downwards and then snaps as a sphere of mud and rock is loosened from the ceiling above them, and they are covered in this sort of softened stone. I will point out that what falls is softened, so it's not like it's gonna crack their head. However, it sort of falls on them like it was like a liquid net of sorts, and they begin to. You see them as almost like mud-covered body is quickly being solidified around them. They start to lose some of their mobility. So do you have any final actions on your turn? Swift is what remains.
Unfortunately, no. But that's all I can do currently. Yep.
All right. Can you roll me a 1d2? Yep. That is precisely why I wanted a 1d2. I did roll the reflex and they failed.
So
It's
like,
still
can't-
pretty dope, though.
Okay.
They're almost like completely stuck in this thing, and they're trying to break through, but it's too much of a strain, and they can't move. Salara, it is your turn.
I'm going to try and get up on this ledge here.
All right, give me a climb check then.
Sure. Somebody
It's
might
quite
need to help
easy because
me.
it is sort of cut
Okay,
through,
you
like it's
say
been
that.
quite damaged by the
Hey,
passage
that
of time.
wasn't
You
bad.
climb up quite quickly and reach the top with your move action, and you hop on the other side. I'll
Oh,
help you
hello.
there.
You see
Oh,
an
hello.
island
This
encased
cute
in
boy.
rock.
Do I have any idea what this is?
That you identify it as an Etin. If you want to ask more question about them, you're gonna have to give me a knowledge local. They seem to be quite bloodied and stuck in mud and like somewhat like liquidy stone is kind of weird. You can ask me one question about it in general.
What, I'm just gonna
What's
ask
the-
the most generic freaking question ever.
Yeah,
What
go for
spells
it.
are they weak to?
All right. Spells that target their reflex. So,
Okay.
Ettins,
Of course. The ones
Ettins-
I don't have.
Ettins, despite being incredibly flexible in general and being good at dual wielding, which is usually something relating to reflexes, their
Mm-hmm.
reflex saves are terrible in terms of they're huge, very muscular, and in general, being made out of stone doesn't make you very quick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you got two heads fighting over where to go, it's
Yes.
going to be hard to dodge.
They both want to go in
Fair.
opposite directions, and one says left, the other one says right, and they end up staying in place. But Solera, you still have a standard action.
Am I too close to fire my bow?
No.
No. You're 15 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then because that's what I'm gonna do for now.
Alright, then go for it. As you finish climbing up, try to recall it. Oh yeah, you're not very dexterous. Pull out your bow and shoot. Oh,
Nice.
damn!
That's a crit.
That's a solid crit.
Oops.
Damn!
I had
As you-
haste on. I didn't need to have haste on.
It doesn't matter because I'm only taking the first attack anyways. But you finish climbing up, look around, it's like, alright, it's just a giant. Put an arrow through their head of one of them. It goes through the side of their head like a cheekbone, and it bends inwards as it goes through and goes out of their mouth. And as their two heads are sort of close together, the arrow goes out through the cheek of one and goes into the eye of the other one as you immediately kill them. And
Oops.
yeah, as you hear them sort of gurgling their final death throes, you hear it's like, "We're not making it out of this one, Chow. You're right, Gorger." And they fall unconscious and die.
Well,
Well, apparently, you can shoot, Celera. You've been taking some notes from Grigori.
Every once in a while, I guess. I think I got lucky this time.
I guess you do hit stuff in its head. I suppose
Literally.
if it has two
I-
heads, it makes it
yeah,
easier to hit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep closer together. That was admittedly almost bad on mine and Robin's part.
Robin's just
Biggest
gonna
will do
whisper.
a big thumbs up at this side of the room where everyone is invisible.
Yeah, you
Robin's
just hear
going
voices.
to
in
whisper
there.
to Sigus and be like, "Hey, while I'm invisible, I'm gonna scout ahead," and Robin's just gonna move.
Robin, just as a reminder, when you used a key point, you turn invisible via vanish from your trick.
It's rounds per level, yeah.
Yes.
So I have 9 more rounds.
No,
Or,
because it's
well,
not.
8 now.
No, because it's not per level. It's per level of ninja.
Oh, so it's 6.
6, which one just went by, so 5 remain. So, Robin, as you go up to there, you can see that there's a set of stairs sort of climbing up, but there is another 15-foot ledge. This time, it sort of doesn't quite block the same the visual the same way, because the stairs sort of keep going up, and you can see them as they sort of tunnel through and go zigzagging upwards.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like there's much else going on, so Robin's just going to sit at the top of this ledge, and he's just going to wait.
Okay.
Erica wants to do a quick perception check in the room that we're going by, and
Sure,
is also
go
trying to wave
ahead
everyone
and-
else forward.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
And
gonna
give me-
do something. Hey guys. Hey everybody.
Sure.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bark skin people that are willing to take it.
How long does that last?
Minutes per
10
level?
minutes per level.
So an hour
Jeez,
and a
okay,
half.
yeah, sure. I'll take it.
What's the bonus?
Plus 4
Um,
natural
Wait,
armor, I
what?
think.
Yeah, currently it's +4.
Okay, yeah, so that'll give me a +2 if you do want to give it out. Give
Okay.
it to other people first, though.
Yeah,
What
I
are
only
you
have 4
giving out?
casts of
Sorry,
it.
I was not listening.
Iron skin. Or
Bark
skin,
skin,
sorry, not
which
bark
gives
skin.
you turns your skin leathery to the point where it sort of grows bark on top of it, and it protects you from attacks. Essentially, it gives you +4 natural armor bonus. It should be.
Yeah, you'll get a +4 enhancement bonus to your natural armor. If you have any base unenhanced natural armor, it stacks on top of that.
Yeah, but no one does.
Yeah, we have a couple
I
amulets
do.
of natural armor, but
Yeah, I have
oh,
a +2
aside from
amulet of
Sigus.
natural.
I forgot that Sigas has natural armor from how fat he is.
Yeah,
It's true.
You got that good blubber.
thick ass boy,
Big.
boy.
He's got blubber armor.
So
Solara just
I'm
like looks at her
probably
skin and
okay.
is like,
without
What?
any AC bonuses, so I'll give out to everybody else.
Sure. All right, then.
Okay.
As you guys are sort of getting ready to move up, Eric, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, sure thing. Let me
but as-
navigate.
Yeah. As you guys are sort of passing by, Elia would be sort of touching the sides of each of you, giving you bark skin. You would see your skin sort of grow this bark-like exterior, protecting you. Even underneath the set of armor that you normally have, having that extra layer of padding protects you from even further harm. Erica, as you sort of take a moment to stop before you grab onto Robin's hand and reach up, you do see that this side room seems to be filled with rotting food and like pieces of cloth and little baubles and pieces looks like glass pieces from broken either window panes or glass bottles that have been collected and form a collection of neat little pretty things, essentially. It seems to be a horde of sorts.
Sigus, Silera, one of you may want to check in there and see if there's anything magical among all the refuse.
sure. Sigus?
Sure.
Someone with detect magic, anyway.
Come with?
I will detect magic.
Sure, you don't
And
detect any
I
magic
will-
there, aside from the ones affecting your allies.
I'll also just scan the pile to see if there's anything interesting or valuable.
Sure. How long
Or
do you want to scan
odd.
the pile for?
Very quick, like
okay.
briefly
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
You sort of push things around with your foot then.
Not gonna rummage.
Yeah, you sort of rummage quickly with your foot. You're sort of pushing things aside, see if there's anything particularly interesting looking. Amongst the valuables, the little pretty things, you do see that there's like 5 gold pieces mixed in with everything. And they seem to have some blood.
All right,
Dried blood.
we're rich.
Hey, if you
Alright.
were a commoner and you found 5 gold pieces, you would call yourself rich.
After you just got
Hmm.
smushed and eaten by an Etten.
Yes.
Is there anything else that's distinguishable about the area? Like the room? Like
There's
is there
some-
anything
I mean, there's as you're standing there and you have you particularly have dark vision, you can tell like there's and Erica's got a source of light in there. There's some very crude blood drawings, like blood scrolled drawings on the walls.
Mhm.
Things like there's like an Etten hunting down a mammoth, and like cooking their food, sort of thing. You can tell it's an Etten because it's a sort of large human person with 2 heads. And it looks like very crude drawings inside of a cavern, the best you can guess.
Okay.
But no, nothing particularly interesting in here.
All right.
And Erica, you grab onto Robin's hand and you pull yourself up with some help. And as you
Okay,
stand
I'm
there,
assuming we don't need to make that check, so
if-
that you don't
no,
have
if-
to watch me struggle.
now, with Robin there to help you, and because you have some time to do this, you're not under pressure. There's a little bit more of a hold on either side of the cliff, and you manage to get back up on that other side. With help,
Once I get
it's
to
a DZ0, essentially.
Oh, awesome. Once I get to the top of the wall, I'll kind of step up to clear some space, and then I'll just boop myself with the wand briefly.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Robin's just waiting.
Okay. Aaliyah, Sigas,
I might.
Valera?
I'm gonna quickly be like, this is quite impressive. This is very interesting. I look forward to many conversations with you once we have gotten through this bridge.
I believe he directs that at Aaliyah.
Sorry, that was Adalia with the magic. Oh, it stepped
Oh.
away. Gaia.
You're muted. Oh, but you're AFK.
Ah, the classic AFK. But yeah, Siga's
The invisible person says nothing,
yeah.
remaining invisible.
Hard to tell where Aliyah has gone. They are invisible after all. But you do hear every now and then a
Sorry,
quiet, very quiet footstep. Yeah?
I had to use the bathroom. I'm back.
Yeah. So can you repeat what you were saying to Aliyah? I guess.
I just think this is. I find what you're doing fascinating, and once we are through this bridge, I look forward to hearing your story and exchanging ideas. This is very cool. Fan. Thank you.
Oh. You mean, like, just exchanging like our past?
That too, and also I would love to talk about, your clear magical talents is quite impressive.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Do you two need a moment?
I would love several moments later.
Yeah,
Sigis
I
is
wouldn't mind a lot of
very
moments later
large.
to be able to talk about this subject matter too.
Excellent. It's very visibly excited and jolly.
Like,
I imagine you guys are having this conversation as you're slowly walking through the room.
Yes.
But yeah, are a lot of you just gonna group up, or are you going to let Robin move forward? What's the plan moving forward?
well, if I've learned anything from the last 30 seconds, it's letting Robin run forward seems like a bad idea.
That has been the general conclusion of about the past month or two.
Mm-hmm.
However, I mean, I can't say that we're all still alive. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Oof.
also
Wasn't my fault.
also
You
dead
see her
ones, though.
visibly, like,
No.
face fall at that exact statement.
They can't see you because you're invisible.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm invisible. Never mind. Well, she falls completely dead silent and doesn't reply.
The only time it was my fault is when it was actually me.
You know, she's pretty quiet for a gnome. That red fellow you guys hung out with was quite a bit more rambunctious.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get this party rolling. We should try to get up there soon.
Yeah, sounds like
To be
a good
fair,
idea.
he was a half elf in a gnome's body.
He looked
And
like
Robin
a gnome
continues
to me.
walking up the stairs with Erica.
Alright.
Oh, have we gotten everyone else up the stairs, up that ledge
Yeah.
first? Okay.
There's no
Come on.
check required, basically.
No, there's no check as
not
long as
yet.
someone stands at the top giving you a hand. Otherwise, it is a DC 5.
We do that thing. Get up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
This
takes
will
you.
kind of gesture for. Wait, how do you pronounce your character's name again?
Aaliyah?
Aaliyah. Thank you. Aaliyah to go ahead.
Okay.
As the lot of you manage to climb up the ledge and onto. Whoops. I have. Oh, there it is. You guys sort of continue to move up the stairs and up the stairs and up the stairs, and they get quite steep as they start to turn to the right. And then once you make it around the bend, you are at the top of the Skulls Crossing, the top of the dam. You can see ahead of you, somewhat obscured by the dim lighting, is what looks like a small house, like a rectangular building that has another set of massive skulls on top of it. Sort of built in three directions so that they can hold a fourth skull on top of it, almost like a tiny pyramid of skulls. The room itself seems to have like two openings. Hard to see anything inside of it. There seems to be a door on there, and I'll move everyone to the corresponding area.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wee.
Should we be able to see anything in here?
No, I need to move you to a different location on the map.
Oh, it's a new map. Okay.
No, same map,
On
but
this map.
if you had to have one map for the entire thing, it wouldn't fit anywhere because the
Yeah.
Skulls Crossing is massive. Alright. Whoop.
I love the meta knowledge that because there's a map, I feel like we've done something correctly. That is my favorite type of meta knowledge.
There's-
Just
Yes.
that comfort.
You don't understand. I make maps for so many extra encounters.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel less comforted now, but still, there's a map. It's nice.
There's a map. It means that I planned for it at the very least. But yeah, you can sort yourselves out. What you would be seeing as you sort of slowly approaching, and I'm moving your tokens here for the time being, just so that you can see the edge of the map, essentially. But you would be somewhat like 30 feet, maybe 40 feet away from it, as you guys can see. On your left side, there's the waters of the Stormwell Deeps, and in front of you is this somewhat square-ish building that has a curvature as one room sort of protrudes in your direction. That room seems to have 3 openings on it. 3 sort of windows, like probably at some point there were windows there, like window panes. Sorry, glass panes. But over the years, they've broken down and they've been sort of completely opened up. And there seems to be a door to either side of that room, an exterior-facing door. And then through the opening, you can see there's another door inside of that room. I'll move Erica just for the sake of it. You should be able to see that door here.
Yeah, so there's the door here and then a door here.
And there's one more door over here.
Okay. Do we want to take a quick 5-minute here since we're just switching onto another map?
Yeah, we can take 5.
All right. You guys want to take a 5-minute break then? I see how it is.
Sure.
I see
Get
how
some
it is.
food.
All right. I'll put the
I'm fine to
stream
keep
on
going.
pause.
But whatever.
It sounded like Sandy needed a 5-minute break, so
Yeah.
take a 5-minute
No, I
break.
need 5 minutes to
Yeah,
run over and
No,
do
you're
some
fine.
stuff.
You're
Alright.
fine.
She posted it in chat.
Let's take a 5-minute break, and actually let's make it a 9-minute break, and we'll gather back up
On the hour.
on the hour.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're back live. All right. So quick note, because I did skip over some stuff. My bad. When you guys were checking the stuff around in the Etten thing, there was a bag that sort of mixed in between the furs that make up the place where the Etten probably slept, next to all of the sort of collection of crystals and whatnot. And that bag, it's sort of, you would have been able to open it, and you can tell that there are some magical items in there. You sort of probably closed it, threw it into over your shoulder, sort of thing, and you're carrying it with you. You can check it at any point, but just note that you do have a bag full of loot from the Etten.
Perfect.
I will say you probably checked that there was no explosives or traps in it, but it looked like a loot bag. That being said, you guys, as a refresher, are standing in front of what looks like a building at the center of the, well, sort of centered on the building, on the dam. You have 3 doors in front of you, and if you want to approach the building, let me know. But so far, you're sort of 60 feet away from the nearest door.
Quick question.
Yes.
Yep.
Did we come from here or here?
You came from the left on the map. Because
There.
technically, you would have...
Cool. I just
Just
want
to
to make
confirm, this is a cliff, right? Like this
Yes.
is not air.
sure. Oh, hey, look, there are skulls.
I'll put you all in a straight line. To the south, right? Once you reach this line over here, that line over there, it's just sheer drop with down the dam. And to the north, you have also sheer drop, but it is only a 15 feet drop down to water.
So skull means bad. Don't you die if you go this way.
You
I
fall.
don't know about that.
You fall 600
I don't know.
feet if you fall that way.
Robin's
Live.
already tried to die that way once. Let's not do it again.
Robin sort of
Right.
nudges Silera over Aaliyah's head and is like, watch this. This is going to be hilarious. He's like, I don't see what the problem is. Oh! And
Don't
he
do
falls over the edge, and he's just like standing horizontally where you can't see him.
Just want to point out, Vozen, this is your opportunity to kill him. You
Yeah.
can
This
take
is what,
this.
this is when you learn.
Rock
This is when you
fall,
learn.
And he dies.
This is when you learn.
Standing horizontally.
The
I
wall
cast
has
Reese on. I'm kidding.
the wall has an anti-adherence spell placed on it. You fall to your death. Now, Alia, you watch as Robin goes, ah! And then when you look over the edge,
Yeah, she
Robin's
ran
just-
up as she watched him. Like she's like, oh no. Oh.
You watch as Robin is just standing.
I'll be like, I
You
will
probably also would have noticed
sincerely.
everyone else standing there, like heads in palms, like, oh my fucking god.
I
Everyone give me
most
perception
sincerely
checks.
apologize for him.
Everyone
He's
do give me
just an
perception checks.
asshole.
Perception.
Yeah,
Perception
perception,
checks.
please.
Stands back up.
Mhm.
Aw, you care. You're a
That
good
makes
person.
That
means a
makes
lot.
one.
You just see Silera just kind of laughing. Like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Robin had a better perspective on this perception check because he was
Yeah.
over the edge.
All of you do hear when Robin goes, oh, fakes like the scream, oh no, I'm falling, sort of thing. You hear the coming from the other side of one of the doors. The middle one.
Can we tell which door?
The middle one or the north one? It's hard to tell apart the two. You do hear some gruntling. And as you sort of pull yourselves together, Robin, you sort of go back over the edge. You sort of stop, leave some silence in order to hear the grunts. A couple seconds go by, and then you hear just a massive explosion, and you see the silhouette of the building as it's being lit up from the other side as a massive flash of fire accompanies the booming of an explosion. A couple
As
seconds
soon
go
as
by.
that hap-
A second goes by, and then you hear again.
Yeah, so as soon as that's happening, Erica's like, we're going in now. Robin, come here.
Yep, they're blowing up the dam.
And she just starts
Perfect
hoofing
timing.
it towards the door. Come on, guys.
All right.
I'm gonna lean over and see if I see water coming on this side of the dam.
Sounds like a terrible
Go ahead.
idea,
Give me,
but
give me another
you know.
perception, Sigus, as you walk over the edge. And Eric, are you pushing the door open essentially?
Yeah, I was just holding here because I can see through it, so I wasn't sure how far you wanted me to go.
Just gonna
Oh,
peer over to
give
see
me-
if I can see water coming through the dam.
You shouldn't be able to see through it, but we'll say that the door is slightly ajar, just enough that you can peek through. Give me 1 second as I fix a little bit of the lighting because I left the doors.
I can see
open.
through all the doors in this
Yes,
room.
I
so,
left the
yeah.
doors open.
Okay.
There you go.
Guys, I've got a really good feeling that there's nobody in that about 30-foot radius that I can see in.
I'm smart enough to leave things on a different layer, but the doors I forgot to close. Yeah. There we go. Right. So Sigus, did you roll another perception for me? Yes, you did.
I got 24.
That 24. You can tell, like, after the explosions, as you sort of reach over the ledge and you look forward, trying to sort of see around the building and underneath it, because the building does sort of overhang the water. You can see that water is sort of somewhat flowing downwards and underneath the building, but there's a current that you can see where now the top of the dam has been blown off and the water's just rushing towards that opening and down.
Well, that's no bueno.
And anyone who stood on the edge, on the southern edge, especially Aliyah, you can see that from where you're standing. There's now like a waterfall. Not a massive one, but a sizable one. Probably on par with not quite like a small stream, a small river or a medium stream, sort of the amount of water there is rushing through that waterfall. And it's falling the 600 feet and down into the pond at the bottom of the dam. And on that note, I want everyone to roll me initiative.
I was about to ask if you wanted us to drop into initiative.
Drop into initiative as Erica, you push the door open.
Boot the door open.
Boot the door.
Just FYI, before I open the door, I would be activating my Divine Bond for the giving it Flaming Burst.
All right.
Just for shits and gigs and potential ogres or trolls, whatever those fucking things are.
Etten, ogre, troll,
Weird large man thing.
weird large man thing. Yes.
Man, bear, pig.
Hammer peg. Alright. Then as Erica, you shoulder bash the door open and go into a battle stance, you can see that the door on the opposite end of the room is also open. Zoop. And you can see that there is a troll standing, somewhat injured, as there's the other 3 trolls standing somewhat behind him. All of them ready to fight, but some of them are bloodied and quickly healing from the wounds, as they, from what you can tell and from how agitated they are, as they turn to look at you, up until just a moment ago were engaged in combat.
Oh, they're fighting something else. That's interesting.
And I need to initiative for them, and we go back into boop. Battle music. Go with
Oh.
that's always a good. Alright.
See, this is normally when I would go start flying around the dam, but then I remembered that they have Dispel Magic, and that's a long drop and a sudden stop.
And they throw rocks.
That
Yeah.
too.
Aaliyah, as Erica pushes the door open and gets into battle stance, you see the trolls through the door. It's your prerogative to act. I will say a minute has gone by as you guys were walking from one end of the dam up to here. So make sure to check down case of Aaliyah, your invisibility by 1 minute.
Yep. My roll 20 just decided to die, so one moment.
Yes, the classic.
The tab just closed. It's like a 2-second thing for me to load, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, I'm back in.
Flexing on us, I see.
Nice song. Thanks, Sailora.
1 second. So, there are 2 different ways I can go about this. We're planning on fighting them, right?
They're not gonna give us a choice.
Yep.
As they are turning around,
Okay, well,
looking
as
pretty
soon as
mean.
roll 20 decides it wants to actually load now, that would be fast.
Welcome to my world of never loading. Roll
Well,
20.
it doesn't help that I have 30 fucking tabs open right now. Well, let me try.
I would
Why
call
are
you
you
out
like
on that, but I have approximately 50 right now.
A lot of new spells, I imagine.
Y'all are fucking
I'm
crazy.
building
Y'all
a,
are like
a separate
psychopaths.
character
How do
for
you do
another
that?
thing, and I just have all the stuff for that character open.
Are you using Chrome?
Yeah.
If you can actually create tab groups so that you can shrink them down and make them relevant tab groups to a specific thing.
I
that
am
we're
going
doing.
to Google that shit later, but let's
Just right-click a
focus
tab.
on what
Watch.
we're doing.
Guys,
I'm waiting for my thing to load, and I'll do it. I
alright,
promise.
but what?
I
Just tell us while you're loading what your plan is.
There's 2 different routes I'm going to go about this. One is going to stop anybody from going towards them, but also them going towards us.
I want to hit them.
And the other path?
The other option has a small chance of working.
I'm always for the take the win. This is my general outlook of D&D.
Yeah, I mean the problem with the blocking them off is the explosions are coming from over there, and I think if we
Yeah.
can stop them, we got to get over there. I mean,
can
if you
always
could,
tell that.
if you can like wall the room this way or something, so we only have to fight half of them, that would work.
I am telling you guys, I am just sitting here staring at the Roll20 loading screen, and it's really fun. Oh my gosh, my sheet! I can see half my character. Oh my gosh, it's like early 2000s internet. I can see it slowly loading in my image of my character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's about right.
Wait, let me zoom out. Oh, I'm here. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna try the other thing then.
Alright, which is?
Instead, and I'm going to cast Sheet Lightning.
Okay.
That'll play.
What's
And I
can you
will,
post
press the
what
button.
it does for us?
Yeah, so it does 1 electricity damage, no save.
Wait, 1 electricity damage?
If they have
Yeah.
SR, I rolled a nat 20 to 33 to overcome SR.
Yeah, no. We're in Sun and Flash and Jolt. Dazed living creatures for 1 round if they fail a saving throw. Okay. They're going to be dazed
Nice.
for 1 round if they fail. And it is a 20-foot radius.
He's doing a
spread.
daisy chain.
Yeah.
So what is the point of...
All of them go to get hit.
What's your point of emanation?
It's
That one?
right
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's
here.
a
20 feet.
there's a 4th one that you couldn't see, but without source,
Oh. Well,
you
there
managed
you
to hit them. Which means I need to roll 4 fort saves.
Or
Yeah, fort
DC
saves.
21 fort saves.
Damn.
DC
You had a
21.
good save.
Damn.
21? Nice.
Yeah, I have
that's-
spell
that's-
focus.
I
and
was
I was
greater
gonna say
spell
that's
focus.
that spell focus, spell specialization stuff.
All of them make it except the one that you can't see.
Well, they all take 1 electricity damage. I don't think it
Yes,
matters. But
they all take 1 point of electricity damage. And there's 1 person who is dazed. Creatures that save instead are dazzled for 1 round. Okay, yeah. So the rest are dazzled.
and I'm no longer invisible. But
What a
you're no longer
dazzling
invisible.
display.
Dazed is essentially a stun, and dazzled
Question.
is they can't see properly. Yes, what is
are
the-
they
fun.
wearing metal
No.
armor?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're trolls.
Alright.
They're wearing what they look like they're wearing in their entry, their token.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough.
Those are some ugly motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a troll.
Hey, that is a troll for you.
That's a
All
troll.
right. Are you gonna do anything else with your move in Swift?
Honestly, I think I'm safe where I'm at, so I'm probably just gonna chill right here because it's
Alright.
kind of an ideal spot.
All right, then Silera, it is your
You
turn.
and me are gonna be friends.
I'm gonna If I need to restart singing, I'll sing again.
All right. Yeah. Because you weren't singing.
That's a swift or a move for you?
That's a move.
Move. Right. So you start singing again, reinvigorating the previous Inspire Courage.
Yes.
It's good that you did that because I forgot to turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. You still have your standard.
So, I've probably asked this more than once, but I can use my move action for my Inspire Courage, and I can use my standard action
You cast a spell
For
or
Good
shoot your
Hope.
bow.
With the +2 from your Inspired Courage, yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, go for it. Who are you targeting before you roll?
So, say what?
Who are you targeting? What are you doing? You're shooting your bow, but at whom? Because there's multiple of them.
Right here.
All right, to the bottom one. All right, then go for roll me that attack.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I tried. I need to.
I mean, that might play. They haven't moved yet.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh no, that is gonna be hit. Just, land an arrow square in their chest. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, then Erica, as you watch Salera sort of start singing and pulls out her bow at the same time, lets loose an arrow. Solid accuracy. She's been getting really good at shooting bows. Erica,
I
it
was
is your
gonna
turn.
say,
to
she's
act.
getting better.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
crush through the door. You, his magic goes flying over your shoulders, and then arrows.
Okay. In that case, am I inside the door right now, or am I on this side of the door still?
You're on this side. I'll give you the 5 foot free. Yeah, you can be on the inside.
Okay. Now, can I do any sneaky nonsense here? Oh, dang, I'm just a little too far out of the way to do that. I am going to just full out attack the one that's in range.
All right, go for it. As you push past the door. That one is dazed. So give me 1 second.
Actually, I will take a 5-foot step ahead while I'm here, but
Sure.
yes,
Go
it's
for
still
it.
the same action.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck dazed does.
Just making
Just
sure
like-
they can't take any actions at all for the round, but they're not.
I
like-
know, but I don't know if it also gives them a disadvantage on like losing their dexterity.
No, there are no
Uh,
penalties. They just can't take actions.
Has
Oh,
no
I
ability
forgot
to AC.
add
Okay, done.
It's a sweet spell.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
No.
spell.
I need to roll you another d6 for the other attack's fire damage.
All right, but
Add that.
all right. Do you want
There you
to use any a fate die on the second one, or you go with A15? As you swing connect, because we know that 20 connects, and then you're sort of
Yeah.
doing the backswing.
What do you guys think? Take this thing down quick?
No,
Yeah.
no. You just hit it with fire damage. It's not going to heal.
That's true.
Just leave it. It's fine. Robin
Okay.
can literally one-tap it. It's
Oh,
like-
right, because it's stunned. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's fine then.
Then as you sort of do the backswing, they manage to move around and dodge just barely away from your attack as you deal 18 points of damage, one of which is fire. Is that your turn, Erica, then? Go
Yeah,
around.
that's 5 foot. And move. Actually, move equivalent. Can I just detect evil?
No,
on
you
one
did
of
a full
them?
round. So
Oh,
you used
right.
your
full round,
standard
Sorry.
and
Yeah, no, move equivalent.
All right. Then that guy is going to be just dazed for that round.
Oh. Is Vozen muted for anyone?
I can't
Yes.
hear him.
Okay.
But I assumed he was doing that on purpose.
I think he just
No.
got muted and he unmuted.
I accidentally clicked the edge of my camera thing, and it muted me, and also minimized it. I was saying, the guy that was dazed just stands there doing nothing, just like, just trying to move around, trying to protect themselves. The rest of them, first off, heal up, and then are gonna move fight the one that came into the room. So this guy is gonna go zoop. Yes, yay. Oh yes, they are large, tall. 5 foot in. Actually, he to move all the way in. He's gonna.
Oh, so proc.
Oh wait,
Is
no.
he squeezing?
I forget how range works on the diagonals. He can't reach from there. This guy is so. The two guys on the far north, far south, turn around and go for Erica. The guy at the door sort of looks around, then back forward, and starts to close the door, separating them from the outside. I forget that range in Pathfinder, and this is a reminder for everyone else. The diagonals for range don't work like diagonals. Range is squared, which is something that you need to keep in mind.
Oh, so I can
Reach a 15
Wait.
foot. Yeah, on the diagonal, you reach a 15.
It goes 5,
Only 10
10, 5, 10, 5, 10.
Yeah. So,
I thought my range was like here, and I. couldn't
it's
get
something
but I
that
can-
the other day I was checking, and it's something that I sort of reminded myself of. The other
Oh,
group pointed
Shit,
it out
that's
as well.
great.
That's your reach.
My coverage is way better than I thought it was.
Yeah. You should be able to see your aura now.
Yeah, I can.
I'll turn it on for everyone else. Everything in the orange area is Erica's zone of control. Alright. Erica, however, as they both 5 foot step, they're going to turn around and attack you. Full round attack you.
27 is the AC.
27?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Dark skin.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I'm waiting on the final attack. There we go. As you stand there like a stalwart defender, you ding, dodge, weave. One of them connects with you and slide. You didn't take any damage from it, as the cushioning underneath your armor protected you, and you push back against them. Robin, it is your turn as you see Erica dodging and weaving and blocking and then sort of headbutting into one of the attacks.
Robin's gonna turn to Sigus and be like, "Can you teleport me behind one of them? Yes or no?"
I cannot see you. Don't know where
If
you
were
are.
if you were standing beside me and you had my line of sight with me, could you teleport me behind one of them?
I don't know where you are.
He's out
Okay.
on the bridge somewhere.
No, I'm not. I'm
No,
right
no, no,
Sigus
And,
is.
Sigus is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sigus.
That's why you
it's
can't
not
see.
as free flowing as like it's possible, but then also I have to go with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So Robin is going to follow up to Erica,
Okay.
take a look around quickly, realize that the one just like right beside him appears to be stunned or of some kind.
Yep.
So yeah, he's gonna continue his movement from here to here. That is a total of 35 feet. As a swift action, he's going to pop out his any tool,
Multi-tool, yeah. Multi-tool.
and he's just going to pummel it.
Alright, you turn it
get a
around,
little
it turns into a sledgehammer?
Yeah, yeah.
Sledgehammer, donk, on the back of the skull. Go for it.
Second a roll. Or is it?
No, the first
Oh,
one.
there we go.
Um,
16.
16 because you're flanking.
Yeah.
And they are flat-footed because that is an improvised weapon, and I lost track of my sheet. There it is.
Is he? Do they drop their weapons when they're dazed?
No, they're still armed. Oh, good point.
He's not flat-footed. He's
Uh,
just an IDEX.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm a dummy. I forgot to turn on power attack this whole time. I
Yeah.
was like, why am I doing so
Um,
little damage?
With the help of Erica on the other side flanking with you, you manage to sort of push him and then thunk on the back of the head
32?
for 32.
32.
Yeah. 32 non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal bludgeoning.
Oh god. Second.
That
Right.
enough to just kill him anyway. Let's see.
No,
It
it's
might
not
just
enough
knock
to
him
kill them, but they fall unconscious on the ground.
Thud.
Thud.
Sit.
Alright.
Is that a
is-
fucking...
Yeah, it is Ty. Yeah, I'm
It's
literally
Shovel
Gmod
Boy.
specking these fools. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's your turn, Robin. Siggins, it is
Yeah,
yours.
that's
You can't see them, but you can hear the combat.
And I can so I'm gonna send a message to Rob and be like, are there a bunch of people right by the main door?
Oh.
No? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go into... Oh, I see all the trolls.
Yeah.
And I don't
There's
see
a troll
Robin.
in the dungeon.
Assuming Robin's on the left.
Fair
He's
to assume.
behind the one that Eric, you would imagine.
Okay. I'm gonna go here. I'd like to be able to get Robin in the haste.
You have moved 40 feet, which would mean that,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, that's a double move. Unless...
No... I think I got...
Do you have extra speed from somewhere?
I think you got the
Yeah, I
boots,
have
didn't you?
the same boots you do.
Oh,
okay,
the
yeah, then-
spring
then
and
you
straight.
got 40
Okay,
feet
yeah,
then.
40 feet.
That's how
Yep.
how I keep up with my all my extra weight. And so then I am going to cast Fireball. No, sorry, Burning Arc
Oh.
on
Whoa.
on
This one's unconscious.
this one.
That one's unconscious right
It's
now.
unconscious.
Oh, okay, it has a big health bar. Then I'm gonna cast them on this one, and hopefully it can ricochet this way.
All right, then go ahead and roll the spell, and roll me the. It's just damage, right? Yeah, it's just damage.
Fire damage.
They get a reflex for
Yes.
half.
It's like for half, I know. But...
There's you get 2 bounces.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. First guy fails. Second guy fails. Third guy manages to succeed as he watches the first 2 bounces. Like, yeah, no, you're not gonna get me with that. And jumps out of the way. As this guy takes 26, damn, and has been hit by fire. No longer dazed. This guy is hit by fire as well. Full front, full fleshed attack for 13. And then the last guy down south is only hit by half of the damage, but it's still fire damage. Takes 3 points
Hell
damage.
yeah, dude.
And I will be
Yep.
passing out magical cocaine next round, so you should try to end your turn in 30 feet of roughly where... No, we should try and cluster if possible.
Yeah. When you say haste coming, then I'll be ready for it.
All right. As it becomes Aaliyah's turn, the effects expire in some of them. Aaliyah, it is your turn.
I will... I can use a move... I'm trying to remember. I can't move, but I can still use a move action if I have 5-foot step, right?
Yes. If
Yes.
you're 5 foot,
You can use the move
use
equivalent.
the move.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to action economy the shit out of this turn.
Fuck yeah, buddy, do it.
All right.
Let's go.
So, I'm going to activate. I never wrote it in. My domain power
All right.
of lightning,
All right.
lightning rod,
Yes.
as I am divinely empowering this spell, and the bonus 50% damage of what's about to occur comes from pure divine power and is not electricity. I also take the damage from this spell. But
Oh, shit.
totally
Wait,
worth
what?
it. Yep.
Totally
Holy
worth it.
shit.
So I'm gonna summon an aggressive thundercloud greater
Nice.
on this dude.
Okay. Aggressive cloud. Got it.
I'm casting it now. DC 22 reflex and fort save. on that
Reflex
guy.
negates. Fort negates. So.
Yeah.
It's the fort negates the sonic part, reflex negates the electrical part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also stunned
Let me
for
know.
1 round. Okay, so reflex first. DC 22 They fail. They take 25 points of lightning damage.
And then they also take
An extra 50%.
half as much again as divine damage, true damage.
With that, and with their regeneration deactivated, they go unconscious, fall to the floor.
Nice.
So that's 2 down.
Yep. It doesn't matter because they're
And then-
unconscious, but they would be stunned for 1 round.
I will move action
All right.
head over here.
All right.
Yep.
Reflex save.
Give me 1
And,
second then. Roll me another set of damage.
66. This one does not have the empowered effect on it, but
But it's still
you-
damage.
still
That'll
Yeah,
do it.
You
That'll
take,
kill him.
Aaliyah, you take 12 points of lightning damage from the first one.
yeah.
Just 1 second, I was.
Jesus, you have a lot of hit points for a druid.
Oh yeah.
Is that you after you took damage?
Yes.
Yes.
How many
My
hit points do you
God.
have? I
She
think
has the most
like
hit
90
points in the
something.
entire party.
Invest in con. That's all I gotta say.
Amazing.
98 con. I mean 98.
98 con. Oh my gosh.
98 hit
Flex.
points. 5 foot diameter.
That is-
Got it.
18 more than Robin, so you now have the most hit points in the party.
Yeah.
It is
Alright.
closing in on double me.
Yeah,
control.
I only have 78, so you got 20 on me.
All right. Aaliyah, you should be able to control the cloud that I just added. Can you check?
Okay, I can see it now. Yep. All right, cool.
All right. Is that where you wanted to put them? After it moves?
I'm just gonna do this and make it a lot more obvious to me
Yes.
that it's there.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. It is kind of
Thank you. I'll try not to walk under that.
Yeah, it will hurt.
All right, they need to make a reflex.
Yeah.
And they too
DC
fail their reflex, taking
15.
Bye bye.
the full 15 points of damage as they too fall unconscious.
Well, this was a worthwhile spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
you knocked
that
two of them
paid off
unconscious.
immediately.
So is this
Uh,
like the cartoons where it's just a tiny cloud following things, like zapping
No.
them every like 30
Yeah, no,
seconds?
that's-
It's a
that's
very
exactly right.
angry ball of energy.
Oh, okay, got ya.
My cake is ready now, so this is a good time.
Yeah. Perfect timing.
Ready?
Perfect
Fuck you
timing.
guys.
Celera, it is your turn as you watch a ball of lightning form around one of the trolls. Strikes them with lightning. They fall unconscious, and then you watch as Aaliyah sort of moves it with her mind, and they're directing it with her hands as the ball starts to move across the room and electrocutes the second one. And I'm gonna mute Tyler on my end because I can hear him on the other side.
Thank you.
Yeah. He really needs to get on that mic mute thing.
Yeah. Celera, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. I am going to move to here. I was just trying to see who is still up. Is this guy
Technically,
still up?
no.
Nope,
all
this guy.
3 of them are down. It's just the one.
The one down south that is conscious.
And
This one.
all of them with that little guy with the little head thing are knocked out.
But what about this guy?
He's knocked out.
Knocked out, knocked out, knocked out.
The only one who's conscious
will
is
do
this
it.
guy over there.
This guy.
Is there anybody else in the room?
Not as far as
Robin.
Robin.
No,
far
but I
north.
mean like any other
Enemies?
No,
No.
that's it.
Oh,
Erica,
well,
you can see
They were
Erica's just
blocked.
facing this one.
They
Yeah.
were blockading the door against something.
okay.
Something on the other side of that door.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna go ahead and, seeing as this is kind of winding down, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Good Hope.
All right.
Awesome.
Is that minutes per
Um,
level? Or rounds?
It's minutes.
Minutes.
Dope.
It'll last a while.
Yeah. Oh, and Vozen, if keep doing Inspire Courage. I'm keeping track of how often I'm using it because
Yeah.
I have so much, and so I'll let you know if I want to stop doing it.
But you also, when
Ew.
you use it, it continues for X rounds. Remember?
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Okay.
still like
maintaining it.
I'm keeping an eye of
Okay.
of it so that
Got
you
it.
don't have to ask every time.
Got it. So while maintaining your song, you cast this spell, and everyone, you're sort of washed over by this positive energy as you feel your hearts are a little bit lighter and you can fight a little bit harder. Is that your turn, Solera?
Yes, it is.
All right, then Erica, it is yours.
All right, one boy left. Let's dance, Mr. Troll. She does the 5-foot shuffle over there and goes for a full attack. This time with power attack actually turned on because I'm a dumbass and forgot to turn that on for the whole
Right.
this time.
You shimmy over and you stab them as you jump and oh my god,
There's a
yeah,
crit.
you
That'll do
jump
it.
and stab and
So that's an extra 20 fire damage because of the flaming property also.
Yeah, that's a lot.
no, flaming doesn't get
Flaming
Flaming
burst.
Dude,
burst.
flaming
you're
burst.
flaming. You got flaming burst. You
Yeah.
monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
You jump. You watch as the tip of your gizarm catches fire, and then just a burst of flame surrounds you and your target as you cleave into them. Half a second goes by, and then you watch as from the inside flames burst open through their skin, and as you pull your blade out, you watch as their carcass, just incinerated from the inside, falls to the floor as they taken 100 points of damage combined between the crit and the fire.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay.
24, 52, 20.
I
Yeah,
think that one's actually dead.
that is 100% dead, because it was also dealt fire damage. It went into negative 70 points of health. As you just cleave through them. That is your turn.
If I kill the first one, can I just turn around and poke one of the
Yes,
unconscious ones to make sure it's actually
totally.
dead?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
for
one?
26 damage.
Which one of the two?
I'm gonna.
Or
I'm
20,
well, the
32 damage.
Thundercloud's still hanging out over that one,
Yeah.
so I'll go with the one that Robin's beside.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you turn around, watches to look over the unconscious one, and just to make sure that it doesn't come back, pierce them through their sternum with the blade, with the blade of your weapon, and it lets out another spark of fire. As you remove it, you watch in the opening now visible in their chest, as their heart is calcified by the flame. You deal
That's
2.
26 plus 6.
Yeah, 32 points of damage, enough to kill them. Right, and that is going to be your turn. And as it ends, you guys are going to hear one more. As another explosion goes off, and you hear water once again rushing over the side of the dam. Second goes by. You've taken down the trolls. Robin, it is your turn.
Robin's going to move action to here, wait for a haste, ready in action to move after he gets hasted.
All right, Segus.
You were totally right. I am so used to giving out haste first round, so I'm actually back here. But I checked the angles. I still would have been able to.
Yeah,
do
you
my
would have
turn.
been able to hit that one. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's
So
all
I
good.
will move the 30 feet. Yeah.
Here?
GG.
Yeah, and then I guess I can. Oh, I can't. I can't delay a round, right?
No, you can't.
can
Delay the
ready.
cast till Aaliyah
I'm
moves.
gonna ready to as soon as
Leah moves in.
Leah
That's
comes within crosses this line.
Okay.
I will
got
release
it.
haste.
All right. Then, as the round comes to an end, not before Leah's turn kicks in,
Uh-huh.
you feel the entire construction shakes for just a second, shakes under your feet, and then
Fuck.
you see through some of the cracks the water begins to swell. Something moves underneath. You can see through the window, breaking the surface of the water, a massive black figure being illuminated just enough by the glint of light coming from inside this room, some of it sort of glinting off of its surface. You see a single long neck with a serpent-like head attached to a massive body as it reaches up and
What the fuck is this shit?
and you see it looks around, sort of shakes its head, and as it sort of locks onto something else other than you, it opens up opens up its mouth and lets out a massive billowing cloud of miasma, sort of black and purple and green, that covers the left wing, the eastern wing of the dam in this rolling fog. And Aaliyah, you can see it through the window as the fog sort of rolls over the dam and starts to fall down. And on that note, is where we're gonna end our session. As you got this
How dare you?
scene.
Do we get to see
Okay.
what the boy looks like?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
is
show
that
you in just a
confused?
second.
Wow, did you just assume the monster's gender?
I was saying
How
boy
dare you.
as the B-O-I, not the.
It is a
Oh, I
she.
see.
It is a
Yeah,
she.
we're all
boy.
BOIs, right?
It's
Yeah.
Nessie.
Girls
It
don't
is
shit.
Nessie. And I'll hit you up with a our beloved guest at the very end. Session. Finish on that note.
I hope it likes lightning balls.
Yeah, the fact
Likes
that
getting
it's
punched.
barfing out miasma does not bode well.
It's probably pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm glad I
Um,
did not burn the big spells yet.
Yeah. In fact, just before we finish our session, Robin.
Yep.
Erica. The two of
Yep.
you have line of sight on this.
Yep.
Would
Bit
you like
knowledge
some
for
knowledge
religion.
checks?
Knowledge religion.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. I don't like that you've said it's knowledge for religion.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I love
no.
what you dropped into the chat.
Yeah.
Well, I think this very much epitomizes Robin's and Erica's relationship to religion in general.
Erica's like, I know exactly what that is. Robin's like, I'm gonna punch it till it stops moving.
Yeah.
Both of these
Robin-
people are paladins.
Robin, you haven't been a paladin for that long, so perhaps the scriptures are not that well ingrained in your brain. Erica, you can make me one question about this creature,
God no.
as you can identify it not as just mundane monster, although definitely looks like a cross between a sea serpent and an octopus.
Hmm.
Most terrifyingly, you identify it the spawn of Lamashtu herself, the black,
Oh,
the legendary Black Maga.
oh, we are in so much trouble.
Oh, we
there
gotta
you go.
kill that thing.
Hey Ty, welcome to the group.
All right, I'm gonna run at
Everyone-
it, and you're
it's
gonna all save my
grapple
life.
you and eat you.
Hey,
we
gonna
all
happen.
say that we're all going, and then when
Alright.
Robin runs forward, we run away.
I mean, once that haze
Uh,
goes off, I'm gone.
On that note, guys, I am going to close the stream. I hope that everyone
Okay.
enjoyed the session, but that is going to be the end of it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
bye,
Bye,
stream.
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 Bye, stream.